Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the Initiative Order. It's me, Jay, and welcome to the last session of Nightfall, an anime adventure. Set in the retrofuturistic urban fantasy role-playing game setting powered by the 5th edition D20 system, inspired by anime, manga, and Japanese role-playing games, welcome to a world where magic meets technology. Welcome to Deep Breath. Before we dive into player and character introductions, I just want to give a quick shout out to our wonderful sponsors and let you know what they have set up for you. We have Session Zero Clothing, D&D inspired streetwear. Use the code ORDER at checkout for 15% off. And then we have Norse Foundry, artisan dice makers. Use the code TIO15 at checkout for 15% off. We have Roaming Player Gear, tabletop gaming supplies by our own Got GM. Use Carnaby20 for 20% off the Dice Tower and Dice Tray combo set. Then we have Umbral Oculus Dice, artisanal dice by our own Valrook. Use Initiative for 10% off a full set. And Mithril Armory, tabletop gaming supplies and gear. Use code Initiative for 10% off. We are proud ambassadors of Jasper's Game Day, a charity trying to raise awareness and prevention of teenage suicide. Please check all the links in our About section. And today's special episode is dedicated for Roll vs. Evil, a new initiative to give our gaming community a way to support small groups and charities working directly on the ground where we can see the verifiable, immediate results and know that we are changing lives. Roll vs. Evil's first campaign is in support of people suffering from the invasion of the Ukraine. The link has been dropped in the chat. Special thank you to Stiletto Assassin for dropping that exclamation point Roll vs. Evil. Here at Initiative Order, we do our best to support the community that supports us, and you can do the same by helping us help others. Now let's get to know our players and who they're playing today, starting off with Carly.
Hello. Sorry, I was trying to think of a fun fact. My name is Carly. I use any pronouns. I am playing Adrian Calacatta, the Malaeodite animist. I almost said animus. He uses he, him pronouns, and a fun fact about him is that he eats pineapple on his pizza and will not apologize for it. That's Adrian, not me. So any problems, direct them to him. Yeah, you can find me here on every other Wednesday night on Nisus, playing Caceres Johnson, and you can also find me at Curlybug on every social media, pretty much. So yeah.
All right, and then over to Beau.
Hello, everyone. My name is Beau. I use they, them pronouns, and you can find me all over the internet at Dorky Teacher, except for on Twitch, where it is just Dorky Teacher. And today, I will be playing a Lockfrey Tenement, the urban parvu philosopher, a weaver philosopher, who's now not just a wee little level 4. I'm super excited about it. And yeah, fun fact about Lockfrey, they are over 200 years old.
So, we got an old bean in the group.
They're old.
And
their mustache is very white.
Which I appreciate the visual thought of that. And then we go over to Isla.
Hi, I'm Isla, she, her. Phoenix over on most of the internet, or Isla Kane official, though I'm not really rolling around on the internet much these days. I'm busy in the real world. It's depressing, and I'd rather be on the internet. My character's name is Aethrgeist, or Athena Black, or Aethergeist, or Athena Black, or Aethergeist. I'll let you decide. Who knows? Which one's the persona, guys? No one knows. The character race, and I always forget this because I've got such a cool sounding name that I always forget. Hold on. The race is an Ecodian Maldian, which is pretty neat. And the fun fact here is, and I'm going to drop this about the race that my character is specifically, because it hasn't really explicitly come up. Their direct animal that they are is a fox. I'm not sure if it's fully come up or not. So, but yeah.
That is the thing. Ecothians are anthropomorphic creatures. They are basically humanoid animals with the ability to transform more like their animals, from birds to foxes to crocodiles and more. And then over to Krimsin.
Hey, y'all, I'm Krimsin. That's Krimsin, because I'm not me without a little bit of sin. You can find me all over the internet at Crimson_Galaxy_RPG or on Twitter at Sin_Gal. Um, I am currently in a Super Sentai TTRPG over on the channel Nerds with Dice, and that's going to be starting back up this coming Friday. We just had a 2-week hiatus, so now would be the time to join in. I'm going to be playing Sugar Diamond today. Their pronouns are she and they. And yeah, fun fact, let's say. Oh, why not? Sugar and Lockfrey have been working together for about 2 years.
Yeah, we got our own little investigative crew as we move over to Steph.
I'm Steph. My pronouns are she, her. You can find me on all social media at Plain Ethereal. That's PLAIN Ethereal. Mostly on Twitter and Instagram. Today I'm going to be playing Haze Hayley, everyone's favorite human celebrity Zodian, blessed by the flame. A fun fact. Why am I blanking? I'm not sure. Oh, okay. So there was one time that Haze was actually banned from her social media because an intern posted an embarrassing photo of her. Maybe a little risque. Oopsie poopsie. Okay. So, and for me, you can find me on a lot of places, but on Practical Heroes Network, I'm so nervous for tonight. Geez, on Practical Heroes Network and Radio D&D. Yeah, that's it.
All right, and Cori.
Hello, my name's Cori. I use she, they pronouns. You can find me at Twitter, lovedays_. That's LOV, by the way. You can also catch me here every other week with Carly on Nicest Contention, where I play Helene Venris. And I'm going to be playing James Calacatta, or Jim Calacatta, our Maludite Vanguard. And a fun fact about Jim is that their favorite ice cream is mint chocolate chip. And they do not care if you're like, oh, that's just toothpaste. No, what kind of toothpaste are you using, you know?
It's funny because I love pineapple on pizza and I love mint chocolate chip because, I enjoy those things. And I am the storyteller, Jay. I go by the pronouns he, they. You can find me on all social media at Just2Casual. For all things related to Deep Breath, you can follow on social media at Deep Breath RPG and check out the website at deepbreathrpg.com. That's DEEP Bread THRPG. You can join the email list on the website. At the end of this week, I actually should be able to send out some stuff to the people who signed up for sample pieces of Deep Breath RPG, including the link to check out some of the world building on the website. A fun fact about the world: this was all based on a work I've been writing for over a decade when I first started writing in high school. Before I even knew what tabletop RPGs were, this world has been built from the starting of the Golden Sun game by Camelot. So you should check that out if you have never played it. It's amazing. Now, this adventure has taken many turns. So from the moment where the dark spot upon the moon changed technologies, interactions, creatures were becoming more aggressive, violence had surged. Individuals were sent to a space station to investigate, and through many interactions they found a situation developing before their very eyes, both figuratively and seemingly literally, as creatures seemed to be reprinting individuals piece by piece. Their collapse across the ground brought fear. As they fell from space and landed carefully, many of their individuals were separated. They landed on their planet with the only members being Adrian, seemingly Sugar, and Haze. They tried to figure out what they were doing as the sky became blanketed by nothing but darkness. Creatures started roaming. Adrian seeing visions of Jim's ultimate death. However, we also find out Athena had landed seemingly safe and found out information regarding a possible place, a facility, if you will, hidden within the mountains of these creatures moving through. As Athena discovered and found Haze, went through the phone and found out that maybe Haze's parents were involved to some degree. The moment became more increasingly tense as darkness continued to grow. Creatures started to roam, gargantuan ones preparing to destroy everything in this forest. They ran after encountering a small group of soldiers and found themselves inside of a facility, a corporate style. There they met Haze's mother, who we come to find out was a god. The only child to Cole, the literal sun themselves, Haze being literally the granddaughter to the sun itself. And finding out that the ancient deities are hoping to purge the planet once more and restart the work they had once done many centuries ago. However, Haze was given a chance to do as she wished before it came. Each individual offered a chance to find what they were looking for, or join the new world as it will be burned down. Especially since it was Haze's action that ignited part of this forest they're in as the flames spread to consume the world. On their way out, leaving this demi-plane of the heat, they discovered 2 horses in which their companions, Lockfrey and James, were riding upon, approaching their allies, hoping that it was not too late to prevent the end of the world. This is the moment we've been looking for. Inhale anticipation. Take a deep breath. Exhale excitement. And prepare for Nightfall. And so you find yourself, after departing the demi-plane of heat, flame, and beyond, provided by Kogamasu, the daughter of the sun itself, you all stand outside the rock face, gathered once more, as smoke billows out. Flames can be seen in the distance slowly consuming the forest. Creatures are collapsing the parts of the forest that are not consumed in flame. You see in the distance the water rising as waves start to cascade. The earth tremors ever so slightly. And the breeze is the only thing seemingly calm, however, absent. There is no wind to be felt. The primordial elements have left the world to be ruptured by its own forces. And now, you gather here, at the doorway to annihilation, moments before the apocalypse. But you are reunited. What do you do in this moment?
Sprinting to Jim, like not giving a single shit what's going on around me.
As you sprint toward... Go ahead, Sugar.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I believe last week, right as we saw them, I already declared that Sugar runs forward and casted a 2nd level Cure Wounds conduit on Jim.
Yep. Because I do believe Jim was unconscious-ish on the horse as approaching Lockfrey. Maybe a few hours before, you had found yourself next to a severely wounded James. You had no idea where the rest of your companions were, and you too saw the darkness that consumed the sky and the ongoings of what might have only been a collapse of society. All the things you were looking into your research, analyzing the moon, the currents. I believe, based off all your research, you knew this was an apocalyptic level event that was happening. You just could determine why. And you have a bit of information that whatever fell from the moon caused it. James is next to you, injured. What do you do? And this is hours before the moments of encountering the rest of your team.
I would have probably spent some time trying to do whatever I can to save Jim's life, to make sure that he doesn't die, that they are comfortable. So I would be using my upper arms to be kind of like doing that, and like using the only spell that I have that actually does healing, which is Good Berry, to kind of just like feed them, but like not too much because they're very filling. And then with my lower arms, I'm like very rapidly knitting a scarf to like wrap around James so that they have something to keep them warm. But Lockfrey's not a doctor, so they don't really know what else to do. So they're protecting them and kind of studying the skies as they can and checking on them.
Okay. And you're able to kind of treat some of the wounds, not enough to bring Jim to consciousness, but enough to prevent James from ultimately dying, though barely. And currently you're alone in these woods with James, and you hear the howling of wolves, the scampering of other critters before you feel the earth shake a bit. You can see in the near distance this massive creature stomping through the forest, though it doesn't pay you any mind. This continues on for a while until, at some point, you see this giant black wolf leap from the canopy down, snaring its teeth at you, seemingly prepared to bite, aiming specifically for the weakened one, James.
I'd stand in the way.
And as you do,
Tiny little parvo body.
you suddenly see someone land on top of the wolf's head, seemingly trying to grapple it as best as it can. For a moment, it's not possible, but you see what appears to be Terrence with what appears to be a trident, using as a grip to kind of harness around the wolf's neck as best as he can. All yours, run!
My friend, I can't leave without them.
And then you see he just pulls his arm as best he can, taking the trident to turn the wolf's attention away, as you hear the galloping as two horses are coming through, seemingly the direction that Terrence came from, and they kind of are stopping. You can only assume that Terrence had ridden one of these horses and brought the other with, as you see the harness slide away from the other. As Terrence pulls the wolf away, you're left with James seeing Terrence ride away of sorts with two horses. What do you do?
So, to be clear, James is on one of the horses?
James on the ground, horse came by. Terrence may have leapt off of one of the horses.
Okay. There are two horses. Terrence is gone. Okay.
Yes.
Then I would kind of tug on the reins of the horse, just try to pull it down to my level so that it kind of gets down.
It does.
And then just gently roll James over to the horse so I can get James onto the back.
And the horse kind of seemingly has like a familiarity with Jim, as one of the other horses kind of comes by and tries to help nudge Jim onto the horse.
Oh, thank you. And just as delicately as possible, so that Jim is not hurt more in this process, get Jim on the back, and then climb onto the other horse.
And almost instinctually, the horses kind of know where they should go as they start moving through, and you can see fire slightly off to your left. You hear a grenade go off, an explosion. You see a vibrant, bright light, a deafening sound slightly further than you can hear in clarity. But the horses continue slightly off that direction. And as you start to continue on, you suddenly see your companions walking out of the wall. And in that
I make
moment,
a beeline for them.
and you make a beeline as you see Sugar rushing over to the unconscious Jim and the horse, along with Adrian rushing towards. James, you were being hit with a cure wound, so you are finally gaining consciousness as you have more than one hit point. What do you do in this moment?
I believe that Cure Wounds went off for 18 points of healing last week.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. Jim will kind of everything just aching, like definitely has seen better days. Still lying on the horse, will kind of like turn and offer Sugar a smile, like, oh, thank you. Oh my
You're
God.
welcome.
Yep. Oh Jesus, this is
I would then like to
not my day. Not my day.
I would like to go into my bag and get the knitting supplies that had fallen out of Lockfrey's stuff to give it to them.
Oh, thank you very much.
I saw it in the woods. I was worried.
I'm all right. Sorry to have worried you, Sugar.
It's okay as long as you're all right.
I'm all right. So, how are all of you? You seem to have gotten into a bit of an altercation here. What happened?
Adrian is scooping Jim up in a really big hug right now, and they go, sorry.
Nope.
Bruise it. Okay.
And just hugs Jim even tighter. Or Adrian.
Whichever one I am.
The person I'm most worried about is Haze. It turns out they're part god, and that it was their mom that did this.
That was not on my list of hypotheses.
Mine either, honestly.
Miss Hayley, are you all right?
Debatable.
Haze.
Yeah. Yes.
And still kind of leaning on Adrian, will kind of force Adrian to walk with them, and like kind of extend out a hand. Are you okay?
Haze will take Jim's hand and just be like, I'm better, a little better now, because I know you guys are okay. It's very weird. Very. I feel.
Sounds weird.
Yeah.
We gotta.
Yeah, I don't know what to do. I still feel like everything's kind of up in the air, honestly. But I think the best move here is to just help you guys.
I think
You're
you're
muted,
muted,
Sugar.
Sugar.
First things first, I think that we need to get this fire under control so it doesn't burn everything.
As you're sitting there, it gets darker and darker as whatever light might have still been left seems almost fully extinguished, leaving only the flames giving off the faintest of light, and a vibrant glow still coming from the river, though it seems to be losing its light as it starts to be brighter as it flows down.
Should we follow it?
And then Aethrgeist, I'm gonna need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Hi.
Easy money.
Easy money.
Okey-dokey.
Easy money, baby.
Easy
I
money.
mean, luckily, thankfully, I picked this one up. I picked this one up. It's all good, folks. It's all good. We picked up this saving throw a couple levels back.
Yeah, are you sure? Because it doesn't sound all good.
We'll see.
Are you convincing us or yourself?
Yeah.
That will make for a 21 in total.
Okay.
You start to feel that feral nature, or that more fox-like nature starting to override your instincts as it's suddenly drawn to just this scammer away, run through the forest, abandon all forms of society, but for a moment you hold it together as you start to feel the connection to your Aether device. You hear in broken patterns. Can you follow the flow? It's time. It's hard to piece together what the full message might have been, but that is what you get before you lose your last bit of any source of signal on your device.
Does this broadcast outwards, or is this just within my earshot?
It's mostly in your it's outward, but not loud enough for everyone to hear all of it. It's mainly you hearing that part.
Okay, and it was essentially saying follow the streamy thing, essentially.
Yeah, and that's the gist of what you get with the saving throw and keeping your focus on the sound.
Okay. She literally looks up from her device because she gets distracted for a second, and then she kind of comes out of it and goes, "We have to follow it." Yes. That's what the comm said. So we follow.
You okay?
Who was on the other end of the comms unit?
I don't fully know.
Do you check your device?
Jay, yeah, I was about to say, can I check the device and see if it was, so do you know when like certain communications have like ID tags?
Yep.
Or user tags or anything like that? Was there any indication as to who that came from?
All you get is actually, as you look at your device, you see on there what appears to be the symbol of a lion's head, a snake head, and then a ram's head.
Do I know what that is?
You recognize that as a chimera. Someone else who works in your circles, but particularly that symbol is actually a royal crest from your native homeland. It's a very secure channel that pretty much only royalty would be able to send.
Oh. Okay. This might be difficult to explain. I've been approached by what is essentially royalty via my comms link. How did I get this direct link?
I mean, they're royalty, so I would assume that's probably why.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
it dawns on Aethrgeist that no one here actually knows who she is. Most of my comms are heavily encrypted, and I'm not talking on a civilian basis. When I mean heavily, I mean they don't exist.
Well,
Okay.
someone such as yourself does need to be contacted on occasion for a job, for example. Could that be?
Not usually by royalty, no. I suppose if the world's potentially ending, I can mention something.
so some rich people paid money for how to get in touch with you. That's cool.
I thought I'd left it so that no amount of money could get into my communications at all. There are fail-safes.
Everyone has a price.
Money can buy almost anything. Trust me. There's enough money for people to get what they need to get.
Yes, but for one to buy my communication codes, one would need to have known what they were in the first place. Or at least known the connection to get to my connections.
Are there
Which is
any,
unlikely.
Are there any specific connections you can think of?
The light starts to fade in the river.
Perhaps we can
let's
have this
go,
conversation
let's
later.
go.
Yeah, we should move, yeah.
Okay.
As you continue making your way down, you see as the light seems to be moving faster than you can keep up. As you continue your pace trying, the light stream seems to flow faster and faster until you see something at the delta where the water meets the sea. And you just see what appears to be an orb of light for a moment before it starts to fade out as well, leaving you in this hint of a dim light of the flames still spreading. And you feel the ground shaking as the earth spires up, and several structures of earth form before you, of humanoid bodies. Some of the trees break their roots of the ground and approach you. Bits of fire seems to manifest around in solid form. And the water itself seems to take the darkness that now spreads in it, forms these humanoid water figures before you. Dozens of elementals approaching on your location. Water, fire, and earth. What is your response?
Wild spirit up. Hunter's mark on the closest one.
Okay.
Jim probably still leaning on Adrian is gonna try and like move away, like to stand on their own. I'm gonna be real, I don't know how up for this I am.
Haze, can you talk to him or something? Is this...
Yeah, I mean, sure. I can talk to anybody. It's cool. Yeah. I approach. Slowly, very slowly.
And as
Very,
you
very
approach,
slowly.
each one, water starts to form these orbs that appear like bullets. Fire seems to grow as earth sharpens blades and forms hammers. Some of the water seems to move around and slowly freeze, forming their own blades.
Hey guys. It's Haze, Hayley. I just, she's like lost a little bit of her confidence. It's very clear that it's been a little trying. So she's just like, look, I'm like you guys. I'm, elemental. I started that forest fire. Really cool, right? I just, me and my friend just kind of got to squeeze by, if that's okay with you.
Make a
Cool.
dexterity saving throw.
Cool.
Love that for you.
Love that for me.
Easy money.
I have advantage on this. Thank you. I also have basically evasion because of... Thank God I have advantage on this. That's a nat 20.
Woo!
All right.
Plus 3.
So as you see the earth elementals form their rocks and literally chuck a boulder 3 times your size at you, but you're able to move to the side, and everyone else has enough range to kind of prepare. As you see, they actually, with what you rolled, you notice they weren't aiming even at you. They were aiming to the side of you. And you ended up hearing a shit almost right next to you, as you all kind of see this like camouflage fade off this individual wearing strange dark blue cloaks, blackened skin with white flecks across as it sparkles like stars. You see in one hand he's holding a book, and another hand this sword shimmering with lightning and wind around it. And he turns to face each of you. We get one chance at this. Jump now.
Jump.
Why are we jumping?
Who jumps?
I jump.
I jump.
Fuck it.
I jump.
Yeah. At this point.
I hesitate before jumping.
Okay, you hesitate. What about Aethrgeist?
No, she goes.
All right. As you all jump, though one of you hesitatingly, you see as this man swings his blade, wind gripping you for a moment and throwing you upward. As you all kind of get a glance at these elementals assaulting his position, Most of you have your bearings as you feel yourself being launched upward. However, the hesitation of Lockfrey causes you to spiral a bit. Unable to gain your bearings, I do need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
With the new stats or with old
With
stats?
the new stats.
Okay. That is a 26.
Alright. You are moving through and you're feeling this sickening as the G-forces are hitting harder and harder, and you're constantly rising as you're all breaking the canopy of the trees, going further up until you find yourself in this glass-like sphere that constantly is going higher and higher, shooting up and up, breaking the atmosphere as the flames consume this orb. You're still flying further and further until you realize your trajectory causes a sharp impact for the moon. And as the dust moves, you see what seems to be broken glass all around you as it seems to disperse itself into aether, pure energy. Before you, you see 2 ornate thrones, one made of pure ebony, one of pure ivory, and seated in them you see 2 individuals, one whose skin made of ivory to match their throne, adorned in black and red suit, and the other whose skin made of ebony, adorned in a white and blue suit. They each look at you, and almost in unison you hear the voice, one of the ivory distorted in tone and one of ebony seemingly radiant in force. I suppose this is where it ends. And you each feel the essence of the sun blessing your skin, giving you the hint of light that was taken away. If you have any health lost, it is restored. You all are gained the moment of as if a long rest has restored you. However, you see as one, the ivory skin, black suit steps off their throne. In their left hand is a black pistol. In their right, it forms almost a clone of it. And they step forward, approaching your location. But then they're halted as the other steps off their throne. No, we must end this quickly. And the ebony steps forward. We have taken care of initiative prior to battle, as the battle now begins.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh.
Before we get into it, can I ask one question?
You can ask a question, yes.
Okay, so with my new huntbound levels for my class, it says that I can now communicate telepathically with my wild spirit.
Mhm.
Does that mean it would now get its full own turn?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, the telepathic allows you to connect with it more seamlessly. Alright, so first up, as Ebony steps forward, we are going to double check what Ebony can do. As you find yourself approximately 120 feet away, you see Ivory's throne disappears. Ebony steps forward, and we're going to roll to see who is the first target. I need my D6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. This one goes to Adrian. As you see Ebony rush forward with this large blade forming in their hands. Does a 25 hit?
Yes, unfortunately.
And I'm assuming
Barely.
I'm assuming a 35 will hit then.
Jesus Christ.
No, it's weirdly that one misses. It's like a non-Newtonian armor, so.
All right. then you are going to
That's really
take
cool.
29 points of slashing damage
Mm-hmm.
as you see them move to their side and release the sword as it seems to hover in front of them. And this then goes to Jim. Does a 20 hit? Yeah?
Yeah.
You're going to take 10 points of magical bludgeoning damage as they move to their side and damage a solid chest punch. I need you to make me a con saving throw.
I don't wanna.
Why you gotta bully the twins?
Seriously.
This
They
is
got-
homophobic, Jay.
It's gotta be even.
22 for my con save.
All right, 22. You are set. As you kind of feel the punch hit you in your chest, you felt your heart stop for a moment. And it skipped a beat, but you're able to maintain. As that ends its turn, it is now to Athena Black Aethergeist. It is your turn. Right now, Ivory is missing and Ebony is standing in front of Jim with a hovering blade in front of Adrian.
I will take my action to sneeze, apparently. Excuse me. Yeah. So, is there any darkness here?
Uh,
Is
there-
there anywhere to hide?
It's pretty much a sense of dim light. There are areas of relative darkness kind of around the immediate area, but it does seem to be almost a battlefield of sorts. Bless.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. Okay. Ooh. My first instinct is to try and get into an area where I'm more concealed.
Okay. You can find one relatively from this spacing, yeah.
I'm gonna do that then. As soon as things start going weird, she is just gonna like bolt. It's gonna be like a silhouette cloud of where she was standing. That's how quick she wants to move off this position and into somewhere hidden.
Okay.
And then from there, is it possible to make an attack, or would that have to be next round in regards to kind of being concealed?
If you made yourself concealed, you can go ahead and roll me a stealth. If you're trying to make the attack, go ahead and roll me your stealth first to see how well you're concealed.
Roll stealth out there. This is where my abilities are going to make me smile. Okay, so I rolled a 6, but I can't roll anything below a 10.
Okay, so then what would be your stealth?
25.
All right. Okay. It appears the focus of Ebony upon the twins seems entirely focused on getting this job done, pays you no mind. So you can go ahead and give me your attack. Because I believe you have bonus action hide is what I'm assuming you went to do.
Yes, I've got a bonus action hide there. So I wanted to go into kind of hide mode. Can I use this? Can I use my movement now to try and get behind? Them.
What's your movement speed?
My movement speed is 35.
You would not. You would have gone at least 20 feet to get out of the view of it, and then you'd have to come back another 20 feet. So you would be 5 feet shy if you wanted to run up to it.
Okay, perfect. This is what I'm going to do instead then. I'm going to get somewhat closer, try and maintain my kind of hidden stance, and I'm going to use haste.
All right, you're going to use haste. That makes sense. All right, so you are now hasted.
Hasted. And so just remind me, do the effects of haste kick in that round, or do I cast the haste
Immediately.
and then they kick in next round? So they kick in immediately. Okay. I will then use my hasted movement to get closer.
Mm-hmm.
And then do a strike.
You do get an extra attack because haste gives you the ability to use an extra attack.
Fantastic. Okay, I will use my Kodachi with versatile. So we look at 1d8 for that if it hits.
Okay.
Can I roll?
Go ahead and roll to hit.
Can I roly poly? Okay. That will be a 16 plus 10. 26?
26 hits.
26 hits? Okay. So I'll roll for that 1d8. So that is 8, Sick. Okay, plus 5. So it's 13. Plus, hold on. I've got some sort of. Yeah. I've got. Can I roll my 8d6 snake?
Yeah, you would be able to because you they are being attacked by another enemy, or they're in front of another ally.
Fantastic. I don't have 8d6s in front of me, so bear with me, folks, whilst I do some math. 11 plus 10, 21. 5 is 26. Plus 7 is 33. So 33 plus 8 plus 5 is math. 46?
46.
Cool.
Alright.
Except for no, wait. So for 46, take away my slashing. Crap.
Minus the 8.
So minus the 8 plus 5. So minus the 13. So the 13 was slashing, and the rest of it is poison damage
Got it.
because of my serpent's fang.
Yep. Alright, that actually does matter on how much damage it actually takes. It actually, yeah, the damage goes through. It appears that you did damage as you kind of cut against its back, but it pays you no mind still. Is that it for you?
Yes.
Alright.
Yes, I think so, yeah.
Then it is over to Adrian.
Okay, so I forgot until I was looking over my stuff. I have the tranquility feature. So when I'm attacked, at the end of every long rest, I basically have sanctuary on me. So,
Yep, so I had to do a wisdom saving throw to hit you.
yes. Sorry, I should have caught that sooner.
Does a 16.
Nope, that fails. It's DC 18.
Alright, so we will just negate the damage that was applied for that one.
Oh, thank you. Sorry, that's my bad. I should have caught that sooner.
You're good. So,
Learning what I have.
as you still, you have the individual in front of you. What do you do on your turn?
I smack him. I'm gonna just attack him, just punch.
Okay.
And yeah, that is a 15 for the first attack, but I get 2. Thankfully.
That's 15.
Yeah.
15 will not hit.
Yeah, I figured. But that one's a 25.
25 will hit.
Okay. And I'm going to use a Animus point to force them to take a con save. I'm going to use my stunning strike.
All right. 23.
Yeah, that saves.
Okay.
He does take, or they take, sorry, 7 plus 5, 12 damage.
12. All right.
I'm doing great, guys.
I gotta make sure I keep up on
You
all
got
this
this.
math. All right. Anything else?
That is my turn. Oh, wait, no. Well, no, because stunning strike is bonus action. Yeah, that's my turn.
All right. Let's see. We're gonna roll dice.
Is stunning strike a bonus action, or is it part of my attack action?
It should be part of your attack action.
Okay, cool. In that case, I'm gonna use another Animus point. Sorry.
Yep.
To make 2 additional unarmed strikes. With flurry of blows.
All right. Go for it.
So that's a 12. So no, and a natural 20.
All right. Natural 20. Max plus roll.
All right. So that is 8 plus 4 plus 5. So that's 17. Do I do, since I roll a d8 and a d4, do I roll both of those or just
Yes.
the d8? Okay. So 17 plus 5, 22.
All right. 22 on the altogether or for the second one?
For the second.
All right. 22. All right.
And my attacks count as magical if that's relevant. I don't know if it is, but just in case.
All right. It does matter. And that's been accounted for.
Thank you.
Anything else for Adrian?
No, I'm done now, I promise.
All right. As you see, we are doing we're going to have James and Adrian. I need you to both to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Goodness. That is a 26.
Okay.
19.
Is that a spell?
It is not a spell.
Okay.
All right. So, if you succeeded, if you failed, you're going to take 14 fire damage for James and Adrian. 14 fire and 14 radiant, or half as much if you succeeded on a DC 23.
Oh.
So
Okay.
14 and what?
14 and 14, fire and radiant.
So I have
Oh.
evasion, and since I succeeded, I take no damage.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh, Lord.
One of my Juggernaut features is that never mind, I have to use it as a bonus action. Never mind. We're fine.
All right.
Did you fail your save? Reroll, please. Add D4. Application of thought.
All right, reroll your saving throw and add a D4.
Okay. Okay, so that is the exact same thing.
Damn it. Did you add the D4?
Yeah.
Dang
I
it.
rolled a 1.
Oh, rip.
Oh.
Yeah, so then as it uses its one of its legendary actions, and then it is now Sugar Diamond's turn.
Okay, for my action, I would like to first use my ability, Pack Mentality, my proficiency bonus having jumped up to 5. I would like to give everyone besides myself a D4 that they can use once a turn on attacks, saving throws, and ability checks.
Yep.
And then I actually don't have anything I can. It's a bonus action with sugar right now. So I am just going to. Let's say I duck behind something to give me cover.
All right, you want to go your
And
full
then-
distance away or just kind of nearby?
Just nearby.
Okay.
And then I'm going to be starting my Wild Spirit's turn since I did say that I had summoned it already.
Yep.
So, first off, Hunter's Mark on the big one. I think you said the black one was bigger?
Ebony is the one that you're dealing with. Ivory has disappeared.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. So Hunter's Mark on that, and then a 20-foot rush attack. 20 feet away, running to attack.
Okay.
Uh, 19 plus 10. Does 29 hit?
A 29 does hit.
All right. So let's see that. Let me see how much dice I need right now. Let me go. You know what? Go ahead and make the strength saving throw real quick first for the rend action from 20 feet away.
22.
All right. Yeah. Didn't not go down. Hunter's Mark is an extra D6. Rend is a D8. And 20 feet away makes it an additional D6. All right, that's 11 plus, I think, 8. So 19 damage on the first hit. It has another attack.
Okay.
Natural 2. That's not going to hit anything.
I don't think so. That is not anything else.
That will be it.
All right. So you will see as the ebony seems to vanish for a moment, and 120 feet behind you, Ivory appears. 2 weapons in hand. First one is going for Haze.
Hi.
Does a 20 hit?
Sure does.
You're going to take 21 points of slashing damage and 13 points of lightning damage.
how much slashing damage?
21.
And how much I half the lightning because I
13 half, so that'll be 6 lightning damage.
6. Cool. So that's 27. Okay, cool. Awesome.
And then it's going to use its second shot. This one's going for a Lockfrey. Does 19 hit? Yep. All right. That is going to be 15 points of slashing damage.
15?
15 points of slashing. 10 points in necrotic. And I need you to make me a strength saving throw.
Okay. Sure, I can do that. My tiny little powerful body. That's a 9 minus 1.
All right.
I used my reaction already this turn.
You are, as the bullet hits, you feel it pierce through you, and then everyone sees a chain as it pierces through, and a chain pulls you up 20 feet in the air. At the start of your turn, you will be dropped 20 feet as it holds you. And then...
Just like that.
Haze, your turn.
Awesome. Okay, cool. So I'm going to... Unfortunately, my original plan got messed up because Ebony has disappeared and Ivory is so far away from me. So fuck it. I'm just going to go ham immediately. And I'm going to activate Avatar of the Flame at my 14th level feature, which is as an action for the next 10 minutes, flames consume your body, shedding bright light in a 30-foot radius and dim light for an additional 30 for the duration. The flames do not harm you, and you gain the following benefits: immune to heat damage and resistance to cold damage. Any creature that moves within 5 feet of you for the first time on a turn or ends its turn then takes 1d10 heat damage, and you can use your action to create a line of fire 15 feet long and 5 feet wide, extending from your direction that you choose. Each creature in a line must make a dexterity saving throw. And they take 48 on a failed save and half as much damage on a successful one.
Okay.
So this for the next 10 minutes. And I'm going to move up 30 feet. Yeah. That is, I believe, I guess I do have a question then.
Yes.
Because I do have, as one of my channels, I have rapid assault. So it says you can attack twice, but I don't think that necessarily. It says you can attack twice when you take the attack action on your turn.
Yes.
Moreover, you can craft one of your talents in place of one of those attacks. So I'm assuming that does not necessarily apply here.
It does not. Use your action
Okay.
to activate Avatar of the Flame, so you will not be able to use the rapid assault.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's my turn, since I'm looking pretty fierce and fiery.
All right. Then it goes over to James.
Okay. So before I do anything, I'm gonna kind of look at Haze, then glance at Adrian and be like, she's kind of hot. And
Do I hear that? How close are you to me?
I don't know.
Oh,
We're within 30 feet of each other because you moved 30
I would
feet.
semi-close.
Oh my God.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and bonus action Stalwart, which is I become planted and I have a bunch of different effects. I have it pulled up. So anyway, but there's nobody in front of me, right?
Not that you can see, no.
Let me see if there's anything else I can do. I guess, can I hold my action until
You can.
until they reappear?
Yep. What are you planning to hold?
I'm gonna hold my attacks with my sword.
Okay.
Because I have a short blade, since I don't know where the fuck my trident went.
Okay. All right. Then that goes over to our next one, Lockfrey.
Okay. So, Lockfrey falls, correct?
Lockfrey will start to fall. You are dropping 20 feet unless you have a way to stop it.
I sure don't.
You are going to take 5 points of bludgeoning damage from the drop.
Thanks.
And
I
you
love
are
that.
knocked, and you start to turn prone.
I can't do like a shitty acrobatics roll to try to stop
You
that.
cannot.
Dang.
Reaction
Okay.
Featherfall.
You can use Featherfall, which will allow Lockfrey to fall without taking the damage and without being knocked prone.
Thank you.
right.
Am I within melee of anyone?
You are
believe
not.
so.
Not that you can see.
Okay. So I am going to. Okay. I'm going to reach towards my heart and pull, and there's going to be this blue-white light of thread that pulls from my chest, which I am then going to fling over to James. And then once it is taut, I will then pull and twang it. When it starts to vibrate, it casts haste as a bonus action using my rapid interlace ability.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
2 of those. So you are now hasted. Enjoy all of the good things that haste does, which include a bonus to AC. So +2 to AC, advantage on dexterity saving throws, additional action on each of your turns, which can be used to take the attack to get 1 bonus weapon attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use. Oh, and your speed is doubled. You're welcome.
Okay.
And then for my action, I would like to turn to which one is visible? Ivory?
The one currently visible is Ivory, yes. The one wielding 2 pistols.
I would like to cast Frostbite.
Okay. That's a saving throw?
Craft. So Frostbite, I have it here. It is a con saving throw. Yes.
Okay. I rolled a 9.
That is a failure. So they take 3d6 damage, and
Okay.
they have disadvantage on the next weapon attack roll they make.
Alright, give me the damage.
That's 13 points of cold damage.
13 points of cold, and it appears for Ivory that cold isn't as dangerous as it would seem, as it kind of shrugs off the cold. Alright, anything else?
Okay. I will remember that. Lockfrey will remember this. And I would like to interplace myself between or behind Sugar, and so that Sugar is between me and
Ivory?
Ivory.
Alright.
And that'll be my turn.
Alright, next is unknown individual's turn. As you suddenly see an impact on the ground behind you, for where Ivory is, you have you, where Ebony was, and then something hits, and this cloud erupts. And then from this smoke cloud, starting one at a time, Athena, you are blessed with a divine light. Your weapon is... one of your weapons starts to glow, giving it a +1. Mage can get magical. Then...
Okay. Sure.
Let's see. Adrian, your knuckle dusters are also... You already have it, but they get a +1 on attack rolls and damage. Sugar Diamond, you are blessed with a +1 to your spell attacks and saving throws. Haze, you feel the heat burning up as you too get a +1 to your conduit attacks and saving throws. Lockfrey, you get a flash of insight as you will gain the same magical benefit. And from that smoke cloud, a golden trident flies through the air. For you to catch. as the cloud clears and you see what appears to be a very broken, bloodied, and exhausted Terrence with one arm remaining, just giving a shaky thumbs up before collapsing.
My boy. I'm so proud of my boy.
And then Ebony reappears and will be going for 2 more attacks on Adrian. Let's go ahead and switch back over to Ebony. Alright, Adrian. First I have to do the wisdom saving throw, right?
I don't... it says that it just...
Oh yeah, you attacked.
Oh yeah,
so...
well they didn't succeed on the attack, so it...
But I realized you attacked, and I think Sanctuary goes away when you attack.
When you attack, yeah.
Yep.
Well...
Alright.
It's fine. I shouldn't have attacked.
1 attack on you. Does a 20 hit?
Just hits. That is my AC.
You are going to take, as they expend more energy, 22 points of magical slashing damage.
Cool.
And 27 points of radiant damage.
Cool. So that's... God, I don't know what math is. 49 damage. Cool. Love that for me.
And then it will try to move past Jim as it is targeting Lockfrey.
And would I go ahead and get my actions?
You do.
Because-
It did appear, so go ahead and get
Okay.
your action in.
And I will go ahead and use my short blade because that's what I said I would do. Okay, so first attack. That is a 28 to hit.
That'll hit.
Bet. Okay, where's my... Oh god, here we are. That is 12 piercing / slashing. For that first hit. Second attack. Woohoo! Lovely. That's a 20... hold on, wait. 29.
That'll hit.
Okay. That is 12 damage. Third attack.
Okay.
That is a 23.
That'll hit.
Bet. That is another 12 damage.
Okay.
And then finally, because I have haste, I will go ahead and use another action, which is just 1 weapon attack. But why the hell not? That is a 28 again.
All right.
I'm going to use a different dice this time to hopefully roll 13 damage.
All right. As it moves by, you get your reaction into there, and you basically get your held on that. Let me put that number in there now. But it does continue moving by towards Lockfrey. I'm pretty sure 31 hits.
Does that cause them to go buy sugar?
They're coming from the other side. Yeah, Ebony is coming from behind. So a 31.
Oh wait, if that was Ebony, then do I get my
You would too.
reaction as well? Okay.
Oh,
Perfect.
I want this to hurt. If they're gonna hurt me,
Look, I'm trying to do my best. That is a 24.
24 will hit.
Okay. Do I just get my 1 attack, or do I get my 2 attack?
Just the 1, because it's the opportunity
Right.
attack.
Yep, I thought so. Alright, that is... Hold on. 15 damage.
All right, 15.
Magical bludgeoning.
Magical bludgeoning. Okay. It seems like it went through, but it does not stop it as it continues forward. Just confirming the 31 hits.
Yes,
so then
yes, it does.
you're going to take
tiny
27
heart.
points of radiant damage.
Oof.
And I need you to make me a con save.
Is that on top of the concentration check for haste?
On top of, yes. So you do need to make that check for maintaining haste.
Okay, I will do my con save first.
Which is going to be only, you have to do 27. You only have to beat a 13 because it's half the damage for your concentration save.
Yep. Yeah, so that is a 15 plus 7, so 22.
All right, so that's a save on the concentration. And I need a con save for this.
Okay. I wanted it the other way, but that's fine. That is a 19.
All right. You succeed as it rushed forward, delivering this punch, and you too felt your heart skip a beat as you felt life literally leaving your body for a moment, but you're able to maintain. As it continues moving through, it will go past Lockfrey and Sugar. So if you want
to get an attack of opportunity,
you both can.
It's not good, but I. Well, actually, I don't have any melee weapons.
Oh no!
I'm gonna punch him. I'm gonna punch him though.
I mean, it can't hurt to try and punch, right?
Stab him with a knitting needle.
That was 2 2s on my last 2 attack rolls. So
I'm not proficient with punching, am I? So that's just it is a strength, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was a 12.
That does
I
not
got
hit.
-1.
I got a total of 10 to hit.
All right, it does not hit as it continues moving and seemingly flying off the ground as it stands next to Ivory, then disappears.
Me then?
It would pass you as well.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna hit it with my sword, maybe. Oh, Lord. What's that to hit? Don't let me down, little. 17 plus 8. It's definitely a number.
That'll hit.
25. Cool. Yeah, let's go. That's a total of 5 piercing damage.
All right.
But also, it moved within any creature that moves within 5 feet of you for the first time on a turn or ends its turn there has to take 1d10
Go ahead.
hot damage.
Yep.
Hot damage.
Hot
Okay.
damage.
That's 8.
8.
Also, just for reference, I have Affinity Breach. Conduits, it's conduits, so I'm assuming that it doesn't count.
It won't count for
this,
that, no.
But take that hot damage.
All right. All right, as it seems to stand there feeling the heat, you see as it kind of moves forward and then disappears for a moment, as does Ivory, as suddenly Ivory stands where Ebony once was, in the middle of your group, and Ebony's on the far distance. And then I gotta switch over to this, which makes a fun thing happen. Every creature within range of this swap will be taking 10 fire damage. Which means
that
everyone
swap
in the
is
group...
not a spell, correct?
It is not a spell.
Okay. I'm gonna be asking that a lot.
I know.
I'm not taking any.
I'm also going to ask that a lot.
Which is fair. That does move us over to Athena Black. You're muted.
I was in range of the swap, right?
I think you were on the other side, so you're actually out of range of the swap. It's only the immediate cluster.
Gotcha. Okay, so if they've swapped out, one was in front of me. Is the other one now near me?
No, they swapped. They
they-
moved into the group and swapped out. So you are actually like 10, 15 feet away from that one now.
I'm gonna pursue.
So in
I'd like
your
to-
group
I'd
is
like to
Ivory.
attack. I'd like to attack. The first one I attacked was Ebony. So am I in range to get Ebony again?
You are
Is
not.
well,
Ebony is now
actually-
120 feet the other way.
I was going to say, more importantly, actually, is Ivory within engagement distance of the other party members?
Yes.
Perfect. I would... Oh, yeah, also, I didn't thematically, so I used a conduit last turn, and I didn't actually describe what it looks like, because everyone else is doing these fantastic things. I just went, I use my thing. So, stop being lazy, Isla. Basically, the power of technology and anime flows through me. basically my kind of wrist-mounted uplinks basically glow in pattern with Aethergeist's eyes, as if she is like proper cybernetically linked with her own implant stuff now. And basically there's like it's not like an EMP pulse, but it's almost like a surge pulse that goes out, and the arms fly out, and then basically it's almost as if all the energy from the kind of like the cybernetics power themselves into the very essence of Aethergeist, and that is where the speed is coming from. The haste is now coming from like an overcharge.
Okay.
It's like being an overclocked PC.
I like
you
it.
know? Yeah. So basically now what has happened is she's going to charge to Ivory. Now that this Padachi is basically Samurai Jack's magic katana, we're gonna go straight for the jugular, and we're just gonna proper like anime run with the weapon out. We're gonna fly straight into this mother thing. You know, we're gonna get the noises out and everything. We're just gonna get straight through it, like Samurai Jack versus Aku, and we're just gonna go straight in.
All right, go ahead and give it to me. Let me know what.
Okay, wonderful. So we are rolling. That's a D12, Isla. Well done. Okay, so we're gonna go versatile. And we're gonna roll 21.
All right, that'll hit.
Oh, thank God. Okay, we're gonna roll 21. And then we're gonna roll for damage, which is a 1d8. 2 plus 5. So that's gonna be 7.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna roll my sneak attack on top of that, which I'm gonna be really lazy here, and use a digital dice roller. Ooh.
That's right.
So we just used, so it's 7 slashing, or magical slashing, and 27 poison.
27 poison. Okay.
And then basically the impact of the slash is so hard that basically what I want to do. How tall are these individuals again?
They're tall. They're standing about 8 to 9 feet tall, give or take.
Perfect. Athena's really light. Can I essentially, when I go to slash into them, can I then kick off them into a backflip? Off them.
Go ahead and roll me an acrobatics.
Oh, Jay. Oh, Jay. I certainly will. I certainly will.
Now what do we get?
Okay. That will be 29.
All right. As you're able to kick off, however, you notice as you kind of kick off Ivory, there's this radiation of heat. You are going to take 10 points of fire damage.
I accept this. As I'm kicking off, I would like to, as I'm kind of like doing a spiral backwards, I'd like to basically rip the sword right up the back as I'm momentuming.
Yep. That's an anime word.
Backwards to do my second attack.
All right.
Through haste.
Go ahead and give me that attack.
Fantastic. Okay. Ooh, 17.
That is going to miss.
Oh, damn it. Okay. So it doesn't quite connect as well as I'd first imagined. But we land gracefully. We recover from this.
Yep, and because you missed, you're good. So then, yeah, you land the 10 feet. You jump away. You're no longer within its immediate range. Anything else for you?
Yeah. I've got a bonus action.
All right.
Wonderful.
Bonus action.
I'm gonna use a bonus action to hide.
All right, go ahead and roll. Well, let's see. You can't roll anything less than a 10 on your stealth, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're just gonna.
Can I roll anyway?
Yeah, you can roll anyway.
28.
Okay, 28. As you duck behind some of the debris from the multiple collisions, seemingly well hidden. Anything else?
Yeah, actually, something I want to create. I don't know why I'm bringing this up because this is a detriment to myself. I just took damage and I'm currently using the concentration conduit.
Yes, so you will have to, because the damage is only 10, you have to beat a DC 10 Constitution check to maintain concentration.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah. Oh, 19.
All right, you still maintain concentration.
Excellent. Yay.
Anything else for you?
That is it. I land with a graceful puff, and I get ready to poise myself for my next attack.
All right, next is Adrian.
All right. So, who is closest to me right now?
Irie. Ebony is currently 120 feet away.
Right. Okay. I thought so. Perfect. I have 55 feet of movement. So I want to, well, actually, for now, I'm going to stay where I'm at.
Okay.
That probably seems important. I'm going to use Hex on Ivory.
Okay.
So that is I had Hex pulled up. Where'd it go? I vaguely remember how spells work.
They have to make a saving throw, right?
Yes. I think it's either Wisdom or Constitution. Oh, the wiki's not working. Hold on.
Hex.
Yes.
I'm gonna double check on that. You curse a creature that is a... No, they actually don't. Nope, you just place a...
It's
I
just
believe
there.
Hex just happens.
Yeah,
It
Hex
just
is like Hunter's Mark.
happens.
That's right.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, cool. Ivory is hexed. And I'm going to choose Strength as their ability, that they will have disadvantage on any ability checks.
Okay.
Which unfortunately is not saving throws, but better than nothing. So that is my bonus action. And for my action, I am going to use Revitalization.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to just heal 45 hit points.
All right.
So I am back up to 98 hit points. Hallelujah.
All right.
And I'm just going to kind of stay here and just prepare myself for whatever's coming next.
All right. Then that gives us over to Sugar Diamond.
All right, first off, I have a couple questions about this round of combat.
Mm-hmm.
You said before that when we were falling from the moon, we saw dragons, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Could I possibly use polymorph to turn someone in the party into a dragon?
You could, in theory, yes.
All right. Would y'all rather have that 6 dire wolves come onto the field to help us, or me to try to capture one of them for a minute so we can do this battle on easy mode?
What would Sugar do?
Yeah, follow your heart.
I don't think
Follow
anything's
your
gonna
heart.
be
Also, I
easy
can do
mode,
one of
truly.
those things. The sphere one.
Yeah.
Follow your heart, Sugar.
Okay.
Yeah.
In that case,
Mm-hmm.
bonus action Misty Step over to Adrian, Calacatta, and then reach out and touch them and transform them into a... What was the largest dragon we saw?
Misty Step is a leveled... I will let you know, is a leveled conduit.
Oh, my bad. All right, I'll just run over there instead.
Okay. Double checking.
Just going for the cool points to Misty Step.
Yeah, I was going for cool points.
Let's see. I had... Here we go. Oh, where'd they go? Nope. 2. We have a silver, blue, gold, red. Seemingly maybe adults. It is your choice which one
We
you
know
do.
one of them was strong against ice. So let's go. Gold dragons have fire breath, right?
You can roll an intelligence check to
Yeah,
determine
good point.
what you know about dragons.
Natural 20.
You would know that gold dragons actually do have fire. Yes, gold dragons seem to spit fire.
All right, I'm gonna turn Adrian Calacatta into a golden dragon.
All right, Adrian, you are now a gold dragon. I'll send you a quick little link so
Thank
you
you.
can have
I was
those.
about to say, I don't know what I can do.
I'll be courteous enough to send that.
I think you just win. I think that's just winning Dungeons and Dragons.
Isn't that what you
Like,
That is true.
You went to a dungeon, you became
Yeah.
a
A
dragon.
dragon. That's how you win.
All right, and how far? Wait, did the one that I had attacked with my? I'm not gonna call the attack at this point, but the one that was next to my spirit moved, so it's more than 20 feet away from it now. Yes.
It is. It's the one that swapped and teleported, so it is 120 feet away.
Well, all right. It's going to be that's turn because I still don't have any bonus action stuff besides Misty Step. So that's going to charge. You said it's 120 feet away?
Yeah.
All right. I guess it can't really do anything this turn either. It just runs as close as it can get to me, 80 feet.
Okay. Then, let's see. It uses its action, and you see it seemingly teleport as Ebony teleports 120 feet above all of you. As Ivory, let's see what Ivory's doing here. We're going to roll a dice because they are now surrounded. That one goes to... Yeah, it's going to try to beat up
hold
on
on. Was the teleport a spell?
The teleport was not a spell. I know what you're trying here. It won't apply on most of these, I'm not going to lie. Starting with the gold
You tell
dragon.
me when it is a conduit.
I'll let you know. I will say specifically they craft something, so you
Okay.
know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't... Does a 17 hit a gold dragon? Does not. Okay.
Sorry, I forgot that I was the dragon.
Yeah, my bad. Adrian the dragon.
Yeah. No, it
Um,
doesn't.
So that's
First
first...
meeting a dragon named Adrian.
Amazing.
More likely than you think.
Alright, so that is going to be but a natural 20 on the second hit.
Unfortunately, yeah.
So that's going to be... I have to do math. Forward, 32... 32, 56...
What?
56 plus... I'm doing math. I got this. 56 plus 21...
No.
87...
I'm glad
Okay.
I was a dragon for this.
Yeah, that's gonna be, and it rolls 3 times. That's actually 131 points of lightning damage
I'm
as
not immune to that one.
as it strikes forth with a heavy strike through its fist.
Thank you, sugar.
How did you like being
That's
a
not
dragon?
a conduit, right?
I'm fine.
That was not. That was
That's
just a
not even
critical
half
hit.
health.
Oh, thank
Oh,
God.
thank God.
I took
Oh my
136.
And then
Oh, that's a little over half.
each creature within the immediate 10 feet is going to take 10 points of fire damage. So that'll include the gold dragon, James, Haze. Yeah, I think everyone except for Athena, because I think Athena actually intentionally stepped back several feet.
Not me. Because, no, I'm hot.
Yeah, you're like, fire? Yeah, no.
10 points of lightning.
Yeah, 10 points
No
of
save?
fire. No
Fire.
save. Yeah, it's just raw damage.
Okay.
And that is it for that as it goes over to Haze. Your turn.
Cool. So, Ebony is 120 feet in the air.
Yep, 120 feet in the air.
Ivory is... We're surrounding Ivory.
You're surrounding Ivory.
Cool. Cool. Well, in that case, oh man, I really don't know if I want to do this or not.
You
Good
always
idea.
do.
YOLO.
Right. So I'm going to craft my 7th level conduit of Firestorm. Directly where Ebony is.
Okay.
So that is, yeah. A storm made of sheets of roaring flame appear at the location of your choice within range, which the range is 150 feet. The area of the storm consists of 10 10-foot cubes, which you can arrange any way you wish. Each cube must be at least one face adjacent to the face of another cube. So I just want to stack them, basically.
Okay.
Right, in a cubular pattern. Deck save.
For Ebony, right? In the sky.
Yes, in the sky. And that's a DC 19.
That's a 16.
Great. That's 7d10.
And that was
I don't
with
even
advantage, too.
I don't even have 7d10. You said that was with advantage?
Yeah, with advantage.
wow.
Did not do very well in that roll.
Well, and also because I'm crafting it, I have my thing. Where is this? Oh, Lord. The affinity breach, so I ignore conduits you craft, ignore resistances to damage dependent on your affinity. So
Yep, fire for fire.
Fire for fire. That's 38 damage.
38.
Yeah. And the fire damages objects in the area and ignites flammable objects that aren't worn or carried. And I can make sure plant life's okay, but I don't care. So, I mean, it's in the air, so. Yeah, that's, well, that's one spell down. That is, oh, I cast something, so I can actually attack also.
Yeah, and I will say, as you see the individual hovering in the sky, seemingly wavering, plummets to the ground.
Uh-oh.
Doesn't seem dead, but definitely is on the ground, prone, seemingly unconscious.
How close to me?
Lands right next to Ivory. So close enough if you want to keep hitting them.
Yeah. I mean, so first, Ivory ended their turn in my space, so 1d10. Let me just roll that fire damage because I'm still spicy girl. That's a 2. And since Ebony has entered my space now, that's a 3. So of fire damage. And yeah, I'm a hit with my sword. So let's what is that? That's a +8 to hit. 16?
16 will miss.
Okay.
And I believe that's it for Haze.
That is it for Haze. That is it for Spicy Girl.
It is over to James as you see Ebony has fallen to the ground, seemingly unmoving, as Ivory stands there looking at their companion.
How close is Ivory to me?
Ivory would be about 5 feet from you. Kind of, you're all surrounding Ivory.
Okay. So now, Jim having their trident back, is going to basically just grab it and like pound it once on the ground before rushing forward with 2 hands on it, just going to stab Ivory for the first attack. Let's get it. Let's get it, baby. That is a 21 to hit.
21 will hit.
Amazing. Oh, crap. I was going to use a bonus action. Well, oh well. It's fine. YOLO. Where's my D6? There it is. Amazing. That's 11 damage. Go ahead and attack again. That's not going to hit because that's a 12.
Yep, it's not going to hit.
So then third attack. 14.
That will miss.
Okay. Okay, so then I would like to go ahead and let's see, so that was my main attack. So I would like to go ahead and use my bonus action to cast Hex. Because, of course. And let's see. I'll go ahead and let's see. Oh god, I gotta pull up Hex again. Okay. I'll say for ability checks. God, I don't know. Somebody choose an ability, please. I should give them disadvantage on.
Dex?
Dex.
I always do
Dex.
strength. Yeah, that.
Dex? Okay. We'll go with Dex then. And then I would like to go ahead and use another action thanks to haste, which I'll go ahead and attack again.
Mm-hmm.
Because why not? I'm not using that dice because that dice has fucked me this round. That is a 27 to hit.
That'll hit.
Amazing. So for let me roll my regular damage. Okay, so regular damage is 14 piercing, and then for hex, 1 necrotic damage.
Okay. Got that. Anything else?
I do not think so. I think that's on my shit.
All right.
Yeah.
You'll
legit. Oh, go ahead.
Go.
Sorry.
Ivory will crouch down after getting hit and reaches their hand through the chest of ebony and will literally rip through the chest cavity holding the heart and will point it towards James. James, I need you to make me a con save.
I don't wanna. Oh man. Okay. No, why am I rolling a fucking d6? Ugh, stress. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and re-roll a saving throw because I get that. I'm not using that dice. No.
You do still have the D4.
Okay, I'll go ahead and roll the d4 just to be safe. I don't think it's gonna help. Okay, that's 12.
12. That is not enough.
Oh, that's a saving throw? Would you like to re-roll that saving throw?
I already re-roll. I re-rolled it.
I can make you
I
re-roll it.
again? Okay.
Oh yeah, go for it. Re-roll it, add another d4.
Okay, thank you. It's not gonna 12.
Listen.
Hold on, 12, 15.
The DC was a 15.
Oh,
As you see a flash of light come in, and it's blinding, but you see the spark of it happening, and close your eyes before it hits as you see the concentrated light targeting you. You're hazy for a moment, but you maintain your sense of sight.
Hazy
for a moment.
You're hazy for a long time.
Then it goes over
Oh,
to
has left the call.
Lockfrey.
Okay, so we've got Ivory left. The other one's on con. Well, actually has no more heart. So, okay. In that case, I will unwind a little bit of my scarf and toss it up in the air, and it's going to make a bunch of figure eights. And I am going to cast. I'm going to craft Scorching Ray. I'm going to craft Scorching Ray.
All right, Scorching Ray.
I'm going to. Yeah, so that's 3 attacks. I keep forgetting that one of these things that I can do is a one-time thing, and the other version of it is not a one-time thing. So I'm just like, I really want to do the fun one. Okay. So that's 3 attacks. On Ivory. So okay. For what is the ability? For Hypothesis Introduction, I can add to an attack or damage. Can I add it to all 3 of those? Or each individually?
That is a very good question. I'm going to say it can't, only because other abilities don't work the same way.
Okay.
Yeah, because you can't improve Magic Missile. Yeah.
So, okay, so I could... Could I use it 3 times?
You could use it 3 times.
Okay.
We're gonna say for the sake of this, it applies to each one of them because it is one crafting for one effect. So you can add it to each attack or damage.
So use the ability once
for 3 attacks. Yeah.
For 3 attacks. Okay. So I'm gonna do that.
And I will review that.
I'm gonna
later.
roll first, and I'm gonna see if I need to add it to it. Does it all have to be to attack? Sorry, these are specific details that I'm noticing. If I choose to add it to attack,
it'll be attack for all 3.
It has to be attack for all 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me roll, and I'll get back to you. I think all of those are gonna hit. I'm gonna add it to damage. So I'm gonna add a D8 to all of my damage. So first ray is going to be that is going to be a 27, and then a 26, and then a 21.
That hits.
Hit. Okay. Great. So all of those hit. So that's going to be 66 damage plus 3d8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5d6s. 2, 4, 6. 21 plus d8s.
Scorching Ray is fire, right? I will.
Have I noticed fire not do as much damage?
I will say you have noticed that fire means nothing to Ivory.
Means nothing to Ivory? Okay, then I will change it to kinetic damage.
Okay.
And so a pulse of light is going to be coming out instead. And so, what did I say? 21, 28, 29, 30, 34 points of kinetic damage.
34 points of kinetic.
Transparent light pulses from this weave.
That makes that. Boom. And the force hits, and you see as like a wince happens as it takes the blood from the heart that it squeezed, and it drips down, and it slams its hand on the ground, and you see as the blood seems to coil around them and slide across the moon's surface, as it starts to seem like it becomes a blood-like shadow that reaches up and grips the body of Terrence, envelops, and then you see from that a moment in which Ebony and Ivory dissolve into dust, forming around this blood mess. You see this light permeate through this red, yellow, blue color. And before you, you see Terrence once more, arm reformed in this black and white mesh of light, wielding in one hand a sword and the other hand a rifle, distorted in form as you see silhouettes of Ebony and Ivory standing behind it. One wing of black, one wing of white. And almost in a mixed voice overlapping of Terrence's, "We will not be defeated here," as its form grows larger, more distorted, becoming a gargantuan figure, its bare foot crushing the surface of the moon for a moment as it stands 20 feet tall, this titan before you. And that is where we're going to go ahead and take a break. And we will be back to see what happens as the final moments of the world sit upon the moon. We'll be right back. so you see before you this gargantuan creature as you take note of literal particles of dust being absorbed into its body as it consumes part of the moon. This is darkness. This is a consumption of worlds. This is annihilation before you. And it starts its turn. And first, I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw.
Intelligence, you sure?
Wisdom saving
Oh, my
throw.
mental ability scores are replaced by the statistics of the chosen beast. That's not good.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah,
You
you're
said
a
wisdom save?
wisdom save.
Oh, shit.
7.
11.
16.
Oh, yeah. Gold dragons are not very wise.
22.
Alright.
28.
It's a DC 14. So,
Damn.
did anyone fail that? For anyone who failed, you are frightened of the Devourer of Worlds.
Up that.
Mood.
You could repeat the saving
Okay.
throw at the end of each of your turns. However, it will be done at disadvantage. And then it starts the rest of its turn. We're going to roll randomly for who gets these. Starting with Athena, you're first up on a
Okay.
lot of these.
Give me good news. Just
Alright.
Did everyone add their D4 to that saving throw that didn't use it already?
I think everyone did.
I'm saving it.
I'm also saving it.
Athena, that is a 15. Nope. 15. 21 plus 6. Forgot the plus
Those
6
are
on
two
there.
very different numbers.
Yeah, 21
They really
to-
are.
21. Does 21 hit?
Does 21 hit?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Alright.
Just
As
about.
as it reaches its hand with the sword, you see almost as if additional arms grow off and they all pierce through to grip you. You're going to take 27 points of piercing damage and you are grappled.
Oh. That ruins my plan.
Next,
Okay.
2 attacks. 1 for Jim. Does a 25 hit?
No. Yes. That shit hits.
And Adrian does a 26 hit. Yeah?
Sorry, yeah, it does. My bad. I
Alright.
was reading what I could do.
You're good.
Sorry. Did I take 21 or 27? I'm so sorry.
27 piercing
27,
damage as
okay,
it's as it pierced and literally grips you in these piercing claws as it takes its blade and swings. Calacattas, you're going to each take 21 slashing damage.
All right, we in the double digits for HP now.
And then it still has 2 more attacks we're going with. This one is for Haze. Haze does a 21 hit.
Does.
As it loads up the rifle, firing its first shot towards you, you're going to take 24 points of piercing damage.
Oh. Ow.
And then with a guttural roar, this void of energy seems to take the dust and shoot this seemingly dust boulder towards Lockfrey. Lockfrey does an 18 hit.
Yes, it does.
Lockfrey, you're going to take 22 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make me a strength saving throw.
Why is it always strength? Okay. Oh, it's a natural 20. Minus 1. 19.
All right. You feel the force as it hits you and attempts to knock you off the ground and send you flying, but you brace yourself, and you are locked in place, so you're all set.
It was
That-
22, you said?
22 points of bludgeoning damage, yes. And that is the end of its turn. Athena, it is your turn. You are grappled. You can
Okay.
make an acrobatics or athletics to get free.
I would like to do my acrobatics.
Okay.
That is 33.
Yeah, that succeeds. So you are able to get free from it.
I'm
The
a slippery
grapple.
snake.
I forgot I need to make a concentration saving throw.
Ah.
I'll roll it while you keep doing.
Okay.
Oh, bugger. I need to do that as well, don't I?
You would, yes. You'd have to. You got hit with
Fiddlestick.
27, so you have to beat
Yeah.
a 13.
Okay. 11.
You do have a D4, I believe, if you want to use it from the attack mentality.
Yeah? Hell yeah. 4. 15.
All right, so that would allow you to maintain concentration on your haste. It is your turn. You are free.
Okay.
I know what you want to semi-plan. You are already along the hand of this creature.
Okay, so just confirm for me, because of stuff and things, that wriggle out was an action, wasn't it?
It was.
Okay, looks like we're just gonna have to go for this without the damage. However, this is what she's gonna do. She's gonna wiggle out of this grip onto the hand, and very quickly, her arm implant, she's gonna get her Kodachi, and she's basically gonna slam it down onto it, and she's gonna very slowly pull it across. And as she does that, the blade gets basically laced with this crackling cybernetic energy straight across it, and you see this like circuitry pattern like blast through the weapon. And then as that happens, she starts running up the hand. And when she goes up the arm, she goes up the side. When she gets to the top, she does a magnificent flip and draws the blade straight past the eyes. What she has just done, she's cast a conduit, which we don't know if it's going to succeed or not, but it still looked cool. She has casted blindness, deafness on the creature, and I'd like to blind the creature.
Okay, I believe that's a. Do I have to make a
Against,
saving
I
throw?
think it's con against a 16.
That's a natural 20 for 27.
It's fine. It's still cool. Okay.
As it definitely kind of roars in annoyance from the attempt.
Now, I'm mid-flip, and I need to get down from this thing. So as the flip comes to its apex, in her left arm, she basically does this, and her offhand wrist blade shoots out. And as she comes back down past the creature's face towards its torso, she's going to punch it in, and she's going to basically, as she falls, rip all the way down it.
All right, go ahead and give me the attack. You weren't the one that was frightened, right?
No.
Okay, go ahead and give me the attempt.
Okay. What? For off, because I don't have 2 weapon fighting proficiency, so it is... What do I not include in my offhand?
You can add it to the attack, you don't add it to damage.
Okay, got it. Okay, we are looking at 21.
21 hits.
Okay, so that would be only a 1d6. Oh, is anybody else within melee?
With the size that it is now, yeah.
Can I apply my sneak attack?
You can.
Okay, that was a noise. This is a 1d6. So it's 5. It's piercing or slashing. I'm going to go for slashing because I'm going down it. So I'm going to go for 5 slashing damage. And then I'm going to run the poison damage, which is... Ooh, nice roll. 32 poison.
32 poison.
And there's something I missed out earlier that I forgot to include.
Mm-hmm.
And it's basically the addition to that ability is the Serpent's Blade. Is A creature that is dealt with this poison damage must succeed a Constitution saving throw equal to my conduit save DC, or be poisoned for the next minute.
That is a 26.
Shit. Okay. Again, folks, we tried. Okay. But yeah, okay. And then that's what happens. I don't know if I have any remaining movement. I went 20 feet up or 25 feet up. And can I count 20 feet down?
Yeah, I would allow it. You try to run it your way back down.
Yeah, can I kick off at the end?
You can. Are you leaving its? Are you staying within 5 feet of it though when you get off?
On one hand, I know if I leave its sphere of influence, it will get a reaction attack, which will potentially screw me over. On the other hand, if I do stay in range, I could also get screwed over. Oh. Okay, just let me check my ability list very quickly to see if I have anything that gates this. We'll be right back, folks. Play the intermission music. I'm losing my mind over here. Okay, I'm very quickly flicking through the sheet. I'm so sorry.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think so. Oh wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We are gonna. Yeah, we're gonna use. We're gonna stay where we are.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So then we end your turn, and it is going to. Let's see. It is close enough to the dragon, so it's going to try to hit the dragon again real quick. Let's make sure it can use. Yep. We're gonna go ahead and try to spit another. That's a natural one. Yeah, it missed. Okay. As it like completely offshoots this astral blast. Just in time for the dragon's turn. Go ahead. Dragon named Adrian.
All right. So I'm going to use my frightful presence. And I am choosing this thing. So it has to make a wisdom saving throw.
19.
That is a failure. It is DC 21. It is now frightened of me for 1 minute. And yeah, repeated at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, you'll notice as it looks at you, it doesn't seem to be something that's frightened of anything.
Yeah, that's fair. I had to try. I also get 3 attacks after I do that.
Yeah.
It's part of my multi-attack. So I'm going to bite at it once for... That's a natural 1. It's fair. And then I rake at it with my claws twice for... That's a 25 and a 27.
Both hit.
Both hit. Okay. So that is... Sorry, I'm doing lots of things. Let me get all my D6s out.
You're good.
That is 10, 17 plus 16, so 33 damage?
33?
Yes. I'm a dragon. Does that make it magical? I don't know how this works.
It does. Dragons, I believe,
Okay.
all their... Does it say? It should say, right? Oh, it doesn't say. I don't...
It doesn't specify, but...
If it doesn't specify, then it doesn't, because other abilities will let you know if it does.
Gotcha. Cool. Well, that's... Yeah. That.
Alright. It appears like it scratched through something, though it doesn't seem as effective.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That is my turn.
Alright. Sugar Diamond.
All right, since me and my spirit are both afraid, we cannot approach.
You cannot. You, at the end of your turn, you can make your saving throw.
All right, so this turn, I guess I am just going to use a 5th level. Where is it? Right there. Mass Cure Wounds on all of the player characters, except for myself. I am going to target my spirit with the other
What a
slot.
legend.
So that will be 3d8. Plus 11. Oh, that sucks. 211.
Oh,
So plus 11. That is only 15 healed to everyone. I tried.
hey, hit
That's
points is
all I
hit
got.
points is
It
hit
is
points.
something, yeah.
15 more hit points than I had.
All right.
I'm back to Adrian's HP as the dragon now.
Anything else for Sugar Diamond?
I think I'll get the wild spirit closer to me, and then I will climb aboard it as to ride it. But I can't approach this turn, so that's going to be it.
All right, go ahead and make your wisdom saving throw.
You said disadvantage?
Yep, you have disadvantage as long as it's still in your line of sight. It's a DC 14.
Well, that is 13 and 11 natural. You said that was wisdom.
Wisdom?
I have a +2, so 13.
Oh, so close. You've remained frightened.
All right, let me roll for the spirit now. Yeah, no, that's a 5 natural. That's not going to cut it either.
I'm going to double check something because I do believe... I'll double check myself just because I want to be slightly nice. Yes, wild spirits are immune to being frightened.
Oh, okay, cool. In that case, I don't mount it. It's going to attack instead.
Yeah.
So first attack charges 20 feet. Like, if it has to loop back a little bit before charging forward, that's fine. 19 plus 11, 30 to hit.
That hits.
All right, so that is 2d8s and a d6 plus 8. So that's 15 damage on the first one. Second attack is going to be for a 20 to hit.
20 does not hit.
I thought so. All right, so just the one attack got through this time. And that's my turn.
All right, and then as a response, it will reach out, and it is attempting to grapple Jim.
Okay.
Does a 23 hit?
Yeah.
As once again, its hand reaches out, multiple hands piercing out. You're going to take 27 points of piercing damage, and you are grappled. You are considered restrained. Haze, it is your turn.
Okay. That's good. So I have a question. It's kind of a little technical, I guess. So I want to craft a conduit, but it is a 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point within range. Can I center it on this creature without hitting any of my allies?
James is currently being grappled in the space of the creature.
I'm not gonna do
it. Do it.
You will fucking die.
Do it.
It is.
Do it.
No, I'm not gonna do
that
it.
shit.
It's a 10. It's 10d8.
The question is,
I'm-
would Haze do it?
I'm also in there. I'm also there.
Also, Sugar
Hi.
has heals.
I have a dodge ability.
Fucking-
Haze, you hear your mother just in your ear. Do it.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm going. Oh.
Then what does Haze do?
Oh, fine. I'll fucking do it. I'm going to craft incendiary cloud.
That's a good one.
It's a good one. That'll be a dex save.
I mean,
So
lucky for
glad
you,
it's a dex save.
it's terrible at dex saves, so that's a 5.
Great. My DC is I'm so sorry. My DC is 19.
So a 19 dex.
Mhm.
No. I want to say this now because this entire class is built for this thing. So we're good.
I'm gonna use legendary resistance. It will succeed.
Okay. You take half of 42.
All right, 21.
Mm-hmm.
And I take 42 because I don't think I can make a save, right?
Yeah, I think you're
I'm grappled.
restrained.
No.
Let me double check restrained specifically. Your speed is 0.
Creature has disadvantage on dex saving throws.
So you can still try to do it, but it is a
You
disadvantage.
get advantage from haste.
So I would just be straight rolling.
Yeah, it would be a straight roll.
I'm so
Okay,
sorry.
guys, blow on the dice. Blow on the dice. I need the luck. Thank you. That's a natural fucking 1.
Oh, I don't
I should
think.
not have blown on those dice. I'm sorry. I gave you my fire.
I
apologize for using my face to make air
No.
come out.
No, it's good. It's good.
Athena, did you succeed?
I also got an actual 1. However, I'm hasted, so I get advantage on dex saves.
You do, and you are.
And my
yeah.
second is 26.
Oh, thank God.
Well, at
and
least there's
because-
that.
And because of my uncanny dodge, I will take no damage on that.
Yeah, because if you succeed, then evasion, and voila, no damage from the incendiary cloud. Just
Also, right, it is evasion. Sorry, my word. Yeah.
the
Yes.
Devourer of Worlds and James getting a little toasty.
Sorry. So sorry.
Anything else, Haze?
I guess the question is with rapid assault, you can attack twice when you take the attack action. Moreover, you can craft one of your talents in place of those attacks. I crafted a conduit in place of one of those attacks. Can I I'm assuming I cannot use the action to create a line of fire 15 feet long, 5 feet wide as part
No,
of my...
because I believe incendiary cloud took your action.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
that
That's... is it within 5 feet of me?
Yeah, I would say
Okay.
it is.
So that's 1d10 extra damage. That's 1.
That's 1. That's damage is damage is damage.
I'm not feeling great about it though, gotta say. But it is a concentration spell, so this does stay up, and it actually moves. Cloud moves 10 feet directly away from you in a direction that you choose at the start of each of your turns. So
Yep.
yeah, we'll do that later.
All right, so then it is over to James. You can go ahead and use your action, or you don't have to. You can do other stuff, but you are restrained.
So first of all, because I, as a Meliodite, I have corrupted touch. The creature takes necrotic damage.
Oh yeah.
So the damage actually increases. What level are you? Okay, so I'm rolling 3d. Okay, that is 18 necrotic damage.
Okay.
I would like to go ahead and use my bonus action to regain 25 hit points, so I'm up to 27. Yeah. Jimmy Boy is
Okay.
a little screwed. I guess I'm just still gonna try and attack.
All right, so you're going to use your action to attack instead of break free.
Oh shit! Right? Yeah. Okay. So first, haste is still up.
Yep.
Okay. So can I just use that as my
I believe haste
or
only
do I
works
have to
for.
use-
You have to use your action.
Okay,
Haste only
okay.
allows the attack,
Bet.
disengage, or dash.
Bet. Okay. I'll
Hide and use object as well.
And use object.
Okay. So I'll use my regular What do I need to do to break free? Strength?
Acrobatics or athletics.
Okay, yeah, go
Are you frightened?
ahead. Yes, I am.
You have disadvantage on this.
Okay.
DC
Well,
17.
Okay, that is a 23.
You are able to break free, breaking off these spikes that have pierced you as you are free from the grip.
So, could I go ahead and use...
You do have a hasted attack still left. If you
yes,
wanna
and
use
I was
it.
going to also ask, could I go ahead and use extra efforts? Or
You
action
could.
surge?
You could use action surge to just then go again.
Fuck it, let's go. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and use my action surge. Still at disadvantage though, correct?
Yes, attack rolls
Because
are
I'm still frightened.
Yeah, you have to wait till the end of your turn to try to remove it.
Damn it. This is the second time I've rolled a nat 20, but it doesn't fucking matter. Anyway, 21 to hit.
That hits.
Amazing. Where's my... Hold on. Where's my dice? There's my dice. Okay, so that is 17 piercing damage.
Okay, 17 from your trident, right?
Yep. And then second attack. Okay, these dice are beautiful but hard to read. That is a 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. That is 11 piercing damage.
Okay.
Third attack. That is a 25 to hit.
That hits.
14.
Okay.
And then I would like to go ahead and use my hasted action for another.
Okay.
That is 14 to hit, so.
That will miss.
Yep. And then how do I what save do I make to stop being frightened?
Wisdom
Or...
saving throw, DC 14.
Okay.
You have disadvantage because it is in your line of sight.
Amazing. Okay, come on. Double nat 20s, baby. Double nat 20s.
Close your eyes.
Yeah, just close my eyes. Nope. That's a natural 1.
Yeah, that's not gonna do it.
You need to get rid of that die.
Put it in the freezer.
No, I'm gonna go here. Sitting over there now.
All right, that's it for that. That it is Lockfrey's turn.
Okay.
What do you
I
do,
always get
Lockfrey?
mad. I always get mad at my home game wizard for fireballing his friends.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
But we're saving the goddamn world.
We're
so
saving the
Lockfrey-
goddamn world.
Lockfrey is going to pull off their scarf and tear out the thread, and as it unravels, it turns into this ethereal blue-white light. And you can see it's tearing at the fabric of their being. And it coils into their hand, this dark, glowing, black-green ball of light. And they are going to attempt to use taboo casting to upcast vitriolic sphere to 8th level. Because I can't risk the 9th level.
Yeah, that might.
Make sure to aim high so it's above us.
So that's an 8th level vitriolic sphere. I need to make a constitution saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
I have to beat a 16, otherwise I take a buttload of damage.
Yeah, you do. Oh, what was it?
That's a 10. Okay, so I take 40 points of psychic damage. I have 1 hit point remaining, which is why I didn't do the 9th level.
Yeah, I'd like to make a point. The philosopher is a half caster, but can spend basically life to upcast to a higher level if they so choose.
Oh, what, like a blood caster sort of thing?
Kinda.
That's so fucking dope.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
metal.
That's why I was like, if I could get to 45.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
But so 8th level, so I'm 1 hit point. I've suffered a point of exhaustion, but it needs to make a damn dex saving throw.
I need to.
As long as
well.
anybody within
No.
20 feet of the
Oh,
thing.
You've been released of the grapple, and I believe Lockfrey's going to aim it high, right?
Yeah.
That.
I'm aiming high.
So I think that one is one of those that doesn't have to be in a certain position. I'm going to use a legendary resistance.
Okay. So it takes half damage.
Yep.
Okay.
Give me the full, and I'll determine half.
Okay, so that's 18d4.
Yeah, it is.
Well,
That's a
I'm
lot
just
of
gonna.
D4.
That's a lot of d4s. Okay, Google, do it for me. Thank you. That's 40 points of. Oh wait. Oh no, I can't buff that one. Okay, so it's 40 points of necrotic damage. No, acid damage. Sorry.
Acid. Okay.
Can I add my 1d4, my 1d8 thing to this?
You can add one more d8 if you'd like to.
I'm gonna add a d8. We're gonna pump it. Is there any damage that I've seen that has been full damage? did the fire do well?
Fires did not seem to do full damage.
Okay. Can I change? Am I allowed to change it to necrotic?
Or no, Haze's fire did, because that's what I wrote down.
Okay. I'm gonna change it to. Can I do necrotic? I cannot.
Necrotic's only for the ghoulish subclass.
Yeah, we're gonna leave it acid then. I'm gonna change it, but it's gonna be acid. And so it's another 7, so it's 47 points of damage. And it's success, so it doesn't take damage on its next turn.
Okay. Anything else, Lockfrey?
I'm probably gonna fall over. And just lie down.
All right. It is going to make its attack. It is reaching for Haze. Does a 24 hit, Haze?
Yes.
You're going to take 27 points of piercing damage as it grapples, grips, and restrains you in its piercing hand.
27.
Then, we're going to put one on the dragon for a natural 20 to hit the dragon. That is going to be 24, 32, 53 points of slashing damage against the dragon.
Okay.
Still up.
One is actually going for Lockfrey. Does a 26 hit?
Yeah, no, that hits, yeah.
I'm assuming the 1 HP that 23 points of damage will knock you
A
unconscious.
very big one, you know? I would say maybe 24 HP's worth of one.
All right.
No, it's good. I'm down. Yeah.
This one's
Lockfrey's
on
down.
Jim. 33 to hit
Yeah.
for 37 points of piercing damage.
Jim's down.
Oh no.
This one's going against Sugar Diamond. Does a 24 hit. I think you're muted.
If I used shield, it would hit my AC. So yes, it hits. I'm not burning the spell slot.
All right, so then you, as it launches out this astral energy, you're taking 20 points of bludgeoning damage. And I need you to make me a strength save.
-1, that would be an 8.
You are... Gravity is repelled from you. You are thrown up 20 feet in the air.
Okay. How much damage did you say that was total?
20.
All right, so 93.
All right. And that is it for that. Athena.
How's it looking? Can I ask? How's it looking?
You can assume it's not doing too great.
Okay. I thought about my move for the entire turn counter, and now I'm like, crap, I came up with like 3 different things. I don't know what I want to do. Sugar's just been thrown 20 feet up in the air.
Yep.
Crap. No, we're gonna try Nova. Sort of Nova. Is anyone else still within 5 feet of the creature?
I believe Haze is grappled by the creature, and there is a dragon right next to, so.
Okay, so I can still use my sneak attacks.
Yep, you still can get
I
sneak
would use my
attack.
haste. Basically, what happens is,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to the Kadachi. It's a free action to sheath, isn't it?
Yeah. Free action
I'm
to
going to
draw.
free action sheath the Kadachi, and she's going to throw her hands to her side, and these claws just shoot out. And they're kind of like, they've got a similar glow to them as her eyes usually do. And she kind of sets her stance back and kind of like arches her shoulders. Imagine like a cat or in that case, a fox, obviously, that's getting ready to pounce on something. And she, basically, this could be comical, I don't know, claws its way up the leg.
Yeah. Do it.
And it's going to basically start making its way up this creature. But each time, obviously, it digs a hand in, I'd like to make an attack based on that.
Okay.
So I'm going to make 2 main attacks and a bonus. So obviously one of them's going to be offhand.
Yeah.
So I'd like to make 3 natural claw attacks at 1d6. So let's make
AC 21.
AC 21. Little baby. Okay. 26.
26 hits.
26.
It hits.
22.
And that hits. All 3 hit.
Because of the 5-foot thing with the allies, can I apply my sneak attack to all of them?
Sneak attack applies once per turn.
It's only 1. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. So basically, she's going to start trying to make her way up this thing. So I'll do I'll do 3.
So it should be like 3d4 plus 8d6 altogether.
3d6. I've got heavy hitter. That's one of my.
That's right, because you're a Maldian, so yours hits harder.
Yeah. So I've got
3d6. D6 then.
So that's 4 plus 1, 5 plus 2, 7. And then so 7. What would that be? Piercing?
Piercing, yeah.
Yeah, 7 piercing. And then
43, 30.
32 poison again. Okay, 32 poison and a DC 16 poisoners check against for cons.
That's a dirty 20.
Oh, okay, right. Not expecting the likelihood of that to happen. Because I'm clawed halfway up this thing, am I gripping it or am I falling back down?
You can grip it.
I'm gonna grip it.
All right.
I'm gonna hang on like a cat trying to get on a tree, you know?
All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
All right. It is going to use another one of its legendary actions. All right, Haze. Let me just make sure because it does.
Hi.
Does a 24 hit?
Yes.
All right. As it kind of takes the hand holding you, it shoves its hand into its chest and embeds you within the black hole of its insides. While in there, you are blinded, you are restrained. However, you have total cover from all attacks outside of this abyss. At the start of each of your turns, you will be taking necrotic damage.
There's a thing. Hold on.
And for this turn, you're taking 15 points of piercing damage.
15 points.
15.
Okay, hold on. Where is it? Oh, there's so many things on this. Oh, but there's no saving throw, is there?
Nope. Because you're grappled, it's the second part of this attack basically eats you.
Cool. I love that for me.
At the start of your turn, you could try to make your way out.
We'll have to, or we're gonna die. But because I'm inside of it, I'm still on fire, so they do take 1d10 of damage. Should I roll that now or at the beginning of my turn?
You could just roll it now.
I'm spicy, and they have to realize that.
Eating a jalapeno popper?
That's a 9. So take it.
All right. This thing does not look good.
Okay, cool.
And now it is dragon named Adrian's turn.
All right. My breath weapon. Can I aim it up where it will not hit anyone except for this thing, and kind of avoid Haze?
It depends on Haze cannot get hit. Haze is not technically in this realm.
Perfect. It's a 60-foot cone, but I'm like right in this thing's face. So can I just like?
Yeah, and technically,
breath the shit out of this thing?
Because you're huge, you can aim up from there, which makes it gargantuan, which means
Okay, cool. I'm gonna use my fire breath, so it's gonna need to make a dex save.
I'm gonna use its last legendary resistance to succeed.
Yep. Cool. Burn that. It still takes half as much damage on a successful save, and I'm rolling 12 d10, and that is, sorry, I have to type it Google. It is 85 damage, so halved.
All right, that's 84, that's 42.
And then halved again, probably. But I burned its last legendary resistance.
Good.
You did.
I'm about to fuck it up with.
And I'm going to. How tall am I? I know I'm a huge creature, but I don't really know.
Huge is about 10 feet tall.
Okay. That's better than nothing. I'm going to kind of position myself under
15 feet.
15 feet. I want to position myself under Sugar so that when they fall, I can break the fall.
That actually, it's 20 feet up. Yeah. I will allow that. Definitely.
Perfect. And if I can also, that's probably a little much, but like put my tail over Jim just protectively a little bit.
I could say you could position yourself between Jim and the being, and also be kind of beneath Sugar. You're large enough to cover that space.
I'm big boy.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
All right.
That is my turn.
Sugar Diamond, you fall, but you only fall 5 feet onto the gold dragon named Adrian.
First, I'll sit up, and then immediately, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Mass Cure Wounds again. This time, kicked up to 8th level, so I can roll 6d8s for this heal for everyone, including myself.
Okay.
Do I get that? Because I'm inside of a.
Actually, you don't, because you can't be seen.
I hate everything.
What the text of the spell actually says is I can choose a point within range and choose any 6 creatures from within the range of that 30 feet.
It is total cover that is provided. Let me double check total cover, and we'll determine. Within total cover, it can be targeted directly by attacker's spell. A target as total cover is completely concealed by an obstacle. You have to have line of sight then. Otherwise, you can't target them. Yep.
Well,
it's cool.
Still, 10 plus
I'm very
11,
spicy.
21 plus 5, 26 plus 11, 37 healing to everyone.
Wow, I really
I
could have
love
used
you.
that.
Thanks.
Why did I have to get eaten?
Oh,
In this
gosh
moment.
darn.
Just think, I still have all of Adrian's HP once Dragon dies.
It's true.
Now I am only 2 points below max health myself. And now it's my wild spirit's turn. They're going to, since they are right up next to it still, I'm not going to take a disengage. I'm just going to attack.
Okay.
24 to hit
That'll hit.
and 30 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right, so that's gonna be, I believe it is just gonna be 2d8 each plus 8. Let me just double check this real quick, because I didn't do the rushing attack. I just am making sure which dice I'm using.
Yeah, then it should just be 2d8 plus your proficiency bonus. Well, 1d8 plus proficiency for both attacks.
Yeah. So 24 damage
Okay.
all together.
Got it. It's still standing. Anything else?
You did get that my wild spirit, since I reached 11th level, it is
Hey,
deal. Yeah,
magical.
okay.
Yeah, it's 6th level I think it kicked in.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, just was double checking. Yeah, that's my turn.
All right. Haze, Hayley, at the start of your turn, you are taking 54 points of necrotic damage.
54?
54.
I'm out.
All right.
That's it.
We will add that just to be your death saving throw, and just know you are not regurgitated outside of this abyss. That damage does continue.
Oh, okay. 54. Okay.
James.
Holy shit. Okay. I'm gonna fucking attack because I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. So actually, first of all, what I want to do, let me double check though, before I do it. Yes. So I'm still in a tan or whatever, basically.
No, you got
what was
released.
I? Oh, I did. So am I like on the ground?
You're on the ground.
Okay, but I'm still close to him, right? Like where I could stab it, a little stabby stab.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, because I would like to bonus action stalwart again, so I become planted. So I have all those effects, because ideally that will help me.
Yep.
A little bit. Okay, and I would like to take my first attack then. Okay, come on, Nat 20. Come on, baby. Come on. Not a Nat 20. That's a 24, though.
Okay, that'll hit.
Amazing. That is 14 piercing.
14 piercing.
Okay. Second attack. 25.
That'll hit.
Okay. 14 again. And I'm going to use a different dice and hopes that it will give me an nat 20. Nope. That's a 16 to hit.
That will miss.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. That's what I got then.
Okay. It is still standing. However, it does seem to be glitching almost. It will use one more legendary action. This one is going towards Sugar for a natural 20. it is going to deal. As it reaches out to grab Sugar, that is going to be 34 points of damage. And you are now grappled. Well, and actually restrained specifically. And Lockfrey, it is your turn.
That means that Sugar is within its space, yeah?
Yes.
Or kind of like right next to it. Okay. In that case, I would like to spend 2 more hit dice. I think my last 2 hit dice. Yeah. Last 2 hit dice to bonus action craft another. I'm trying to find my spells. Everything's blurring together. I'm stressed. A 4th level or 4th degree scorching ray.
Okay.
Bonus action. So that would be normally 3, and you add 1 per level. So that's 2 more.
I believe so.
I think I'll leave that. So that's a 30 to hit, 29 to hit, 30 to hit, 29 to hit. I rolled really well. And then a 20 to hit.
All but the last hit.
All but the last.
So that's 4 hits.
4 hits. So that's 8d6. And I will add the d8 to that as well.
Okay.
So that's 1, 2, 3. I don't think I have enough d6s out. Give me 1 second. Well,
Or take some of mine.
no, not d4s. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that is 40. Did the acid damage seem to work before I faded into nothingness?
The acid did seem to do a little more than you thought it would.
So in that case, I would like to transition the heat damage over to acid damage. So as it comes out, this kind of twist of thread goes around it, and it shifts from this burning hot fire into this acidic green.
All right.
As it does 43 acid damage.
What I need you to do is roll me a d6.
Okay, why?
Roll me a d6.
Cocked. That's a 2.
Again.
Okay. That's a 6.
Again.
Okay. Do a 4.
Again.
And a 2.
As you see these beams strike the surface of this creature, it seems to phase, each one phasing through the abyss that is its body. And then another one seems to shoot back out of its body. You are going to take the damage as it's reflected the damage back.
Is that a conduit? Is that a conduit?
That is not. That is reflective surface. Certain type of conduits trigger the reflective nature, as this being is made of the Aether.
Hate that. Okay. And then I have no chance. I guess I can't dodge it, huh?
No.
Okay, great. I'm down again. Bye-bye.
And now it is over to the Devourer of Worlds' turns. Holding Sugar, takes a bite to slam itself into the chest. An 18.
Shield.
All right. It is unable to succeed in that, as it will attempt to claw at Gem. reaching out, swinging this blade. That's 33 to hit
Yeah.
for 24 slashing.
Okay.
This one against Athena, 28 to hit for 24 damage to Athena.
Can I use uncanny dodge?
Yeah, so you'll take 12 instead.
Okay.
As it loads up a shot to target the dragon. Does a 29 hit
Yeah, I think it might.
for 28 points of piercing damage. As it shoots another astral blast towards Jim, 32 to hit for 26 points of bludgeoning.
You're at
And
like 3 HP, aren't you?
7.
that ends its turn. Athena.
Can I get a brief on how it's looking?
It doesn't look good. You can't tell by how much, but
It's been that way for 3 rounds. Oh crap, crapola. Give me a brief second, because it's one of these things where like you have a plan of action, but then after every attack it changes.
Yep.
And you have to keep shifting it, and then when it finally gets around to your turn, you're like, no, it needs to change again. How is everyone else in the party looking? Like overall, is everyone else looking overall pretty?
Jim is crippled. Haze is non-factor. Lockfrey's on the ground. I think Sugar's relatively good, but grappled. And there's a dragon.
We still got the dragon. No. Okay, let me just read something very quickly on my list. Okay, I don't know if this is going to be of detriment, or if you could just help me with a ruling very quickly. If a spell, say, if I launch a spell that requires concentration and it fails, do I keep concentration on the previous spell still?
Yeah, if you craft anything that requires concentration while concentrating, you break concentration to make the new one, even if the new one fails.
I'm going to have to take a risk. I'm going to have to take a risk to make this thing easier to kill, even if it is low down. I just need to get... Yeah. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use my initial attack. Am I still gripping this thing?
Yeah, you're still kind of like climbing it, trying to. So you're still
Okay.
hold on.
Can I release one hand and pull my Kodachi out, whilst the other one is... Yeah.
Yeah, you're still holding on. That's fine.
I'm going to do that, kick off, slice as I kick off.
Okay. You can give me that attack.
Yep. And I've still got sneak attack on this?
You would, because Sugar's being held on.
21?
21 meets it, beats it.
Wait, it did beat it.
21's the AC, so that hits.
Fuck me. Okay, what did I attacked with the Kodachi, but it was one-handed technically.
So I think that makes it a 1d6.
6, yeah. Okay. That's a 3 plus 5. So that's 8 magical slashing.
Okay.
8 magical slashing. 8 magical slashing. Plus the thing, which is poison damage, which is 28 poison. And then I need a 16 cons.
That is a 19.
Okay. The last thing I'm going to do, as I've kicked off this thing, I'm mid-air falling back towards the ground. Am I able... No. Technically, it doesn't... I'm going to cast a conduit as I'm falling.
Okay.
Okay. And this is going to be basically themed as I basically release the Kadachi and pull a kunai, which I then basically, as I pull it out, it scrapes along the edge of the cyber device, and it gets that same circuitry sort of thing, but it sparks as it slashes against the device. And as I'm falling, I'm just going to throw it up to the face. Now, my decision here might be horrible. People might be thinking, what the frick are you doing, Isla? But
Saving the world, right?
Yes, but this could be the worst decision ever. Because I'm breaking my own concentration of haste to hit this thing in the face to cast slow.
Oh. Slow. Hold on.
And this sucker's out of legendary resistances.
Yeah, the sucker is out of legendary resistances.
Yeah.
Yeah, its speed is half, -2 to action or bonus.
Disadvantage on dexterity, -2 to armor class, can only do 1 attack.
Alright, let's make this wisdom saving throw.
16.
That is on a 15 on the die.
That's shitting right.
With no bonus to wisdom.
So I basically, I don't know if I slam into the ground or land on the ground. I do not know. All my focus was making sure on this thing pinpointed into the forehead. But because it's a digital conduit, basically what happens as it hits the head, it like shatters into this kind of like cybernetic energy. And the slow.
And you see as the creature was moving, preparing, its energy pulsing, and then suddenly it slows. Not as if its motion is slowing, but as if everything around it is compressing.
EMP, baby.
Yeah. It is slowed. Anything else for your turn?
Yeah, I would like to I'd like to move out of its sphere of influence because if I'm correct, it
can't
can't
use reactions.
take reaction.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna basically use that to just get kind of a flanking angle on it to line up for if I need to do more attacks on it.
All right. So yeah, you can do that. I gotta double check something here.
Have I used my
You should move into flanking with me so I can get a straight attack because I'm still afraid.
I will do that. Have I used my bonus? Did I use
You use your haste to do that, then you use your action to craft that. Yeah, no, you still have your bonus action because you only did 1 attack and from your haste, and then you use your action to craft slow. So you still have a bonus action.
what can I do with my bonus action?
So you can only use cunning action since you didn't make an attack, so you couldn't do like an offhand attack.
Oh no, I did do my original attack.
Yeah, you.
I sliced it as I.
Does haste work? No, because it's a hasted action, and use your main action to craft slow.
Oh, sugar. Okay.
Which
No,
is
that's
2
fair.
different actions.
Okay. What I'm going to do in that case then, I'm going to use my bonus action to slink back into the shadows
Okay.
so that this thing cannot figure out which direction I'm coming from next.
All right.
Do you need a stealth roll or anything, or?
No, I can tell you right now, it doesn't have a perception.
Okay.
Yeah, so it can't use reactions. It could still use its 1 legendary action, because those aren't reactions. It's going to attack the dragon is the only logical thing I think left for it. We're going to have to use this one here. A 32 hit.
Yeah, that hits.
For 31 points of bludgeoning damage as this astral energy launches out.
All right.
And It is the dragon named Adrian's turn.
Yep. Okay, so I roll at the beginning of my turn to see if I get my breath weapon back, right?
Yeah, that would still apply the same way.
That is a 3. I do not get it back.
Okay.
So I have another ability. Change shape. I'm already polymorphed. Can I still change shape or no? Because that seems kind of dumb, but...
I would... You could. I would say in theory you could do it to revert to your normal state, but it would end the polymorph.
Right. Okay. So I can't use it to change into a humanoid or beast that has a challenge rating no higher than its own.
Let's see. It retains its alignment, hit points, hit die, ability, speak, proficiencies. That is a very good question, and I'm going to allow it since it doesn't change your hit dice or your hit points.
Cool. One more question. Would that recharge breath if I go into a new creature that also has a breath attack?
Oh.
I'm sorry, this is stupid.
No, this is a very good question. If you became a different creature, in technicality, that creature would still have its breath weapon.
Cool. Okay. I'm going to use change shape. And that will be my action, so I don't get it this turn, but I'm going to shape into a dragon turtle, which is the same CR as a ancient gold dragon, or a adult gold dragon, I mean. Yeah, so I'm now a dragon turtle, which is a gargantuan creature, so I'm the same size as this thing.
By all logic, yeah.
And I have a breath weapon for my next turn.
And just keep in mind the health you had as the gold dragon.
It's the same, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I get my breath weapon back, and I'm also a big turtle.
All right. Yeah, I believe that's it for you.
Okay.
Sugar Diamond.
I have a higher AC, too.
Okay, since I'm still grappled, and Aethrgeist moved into flanking, since I believe that's still 2 disadvantages to 1 advantage because I'm still afraid. I did roll after my last turn. So would it still be at disadvantage?
Depends on what you're trying to do.
If I attack?
If you're doing like a regular melee attack?
Yeah.
You're restrained. So it would just be if you... Technically, if flanking would apply, you would have advantage, but we'll say it neutrals out.
Okay, cool. I'm going to try to swing. I'm going to flip my weapon out and try to do a 2-handed swing.
Okay.
Right across the arm, trying to get it, or whatever. Right across the face. Why not? That's 15 plus 8, 23.
23 hits.
All right, I would like to use Booming Blade on this attack. So that will add an additional 2d8. So that's 3d8 and a d6 because I have my hunter's mark from my spirit still up.
Got it. Using your action to do that.
Yeah, and I'm just going to attack because I can't get to anyone to bring them up. All right, so that's 9 plus 8 plus, well, let's say 10, 18 plus 8, 26 points of damage on that strike.
Okay.
And then it's time for my wild spirit to attack.
All right, give me the
Wait,
wild spirit.
can I do I get a, since I attacked, can I take another attack as a bonus action?
If you have an offhand weapon.
Oh, okay, never mind then. Yeah, so now it's wild spirit time. And since they can't take a reaction, it's going to run backwards 20 feet, then runs back towards it, so I can get that extra damage.
That's right. We don't have reactions.
23 to hit.
23 hits.
All right, so that is going to be the 3d8 and a d. Is it? Shoot, I'm sorry. This is like a lot of information.
I mean, it's high-level battles.
All right, so yeah, the charge gives the extra d6, so that's going to be 3d8 and a d6 for that as well.
Okay.
13 plus 5 is 18 plus 26 on the first attack.
All right, 26.
And one more attack from that coming.
Mm-hmm.
19 plus 11, 30 to hit.
That hits.
All right, and this time I don't get the charge, so it's just going to be the 3d8. 13, 16 plus 5, 21.
Mm-hmm. 21.
And I think that's all I got. So I think I dealt like 70-ish points of damage this turn.
Yeah, it's on its last leg, if you were. Is that it for your
If
turn?
someone can push it, it will take 3d8 more thunder damage.
All right, so I
All
believe.
right, that's my turn.
Haze, Hayley, you are going to take the. You're going to take damage, which means you're going to have 2 fails. And now that is your turn, make a death saving throw.
No.
Do I still have that D4 from sugar?
Yes,
That count?
and it does
Okay.
apply. This is a death saving throw. The D4 applies to that.
That's a 13.
All right, 1 success, 2 fails. And it is going to use its one
Is it
last.
still? Am I still spicy?
Uh,
Does it take spicy damage?
because you're unconscious, I think the avatar runs out.
Okay.
I'll double check on the reading. I do believe your spiciness runs out if you are unconscious.
That's fine. Yeah. I'm good with that. I mean, like, what? I'm gonna do, like, 3 damage for being spicy? No, it's okay.
It's going to use its last legendary action of this cycle, as it still has Sugar clamped, a 33 to consume. You are going to take 41 points of necrotic damage, and you are sealed within the abyss, blinded and restrained. And you will be taking necrotic damage each turn.
Who was that?
That was to Sugar.
Oh, okay.
James.
Sorry.
Okay. All right, let's get it. First attack.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 25.
25, okay.
12 piercing.
12 piercing.
Second attack. 13.
That will miss.
Third attack. Oh my god, hold on. What number is that? God, okay. 17.
17 will not hit.
Okay. So then, one moment. Okay, so I can attack with my shield as a bonus action.
You can.
So I would like to do that. Let me double check what the stats on that are.
Should be a normal attack roll using strength and your proficiency.
Okay. Two.
22 hits. I believe it's a 1d6.
And then plus what for the...
It's a bonus, so it doesn't add, Because it's an offhand attack.
Uh,
Unless it says on there. Let me double check.
Yeah, because it just says you can attack with your shield as a bonus action. It's the Ironclad Juggernauts.
Ironclad
creature.
Juggernaut. We have... You can attack... Nope, you add your strength modifier to damage. So it's 1d6 plus strength.
It is 7.
7 points of damage?
Yep.
Alright, James. Inhale. Take a deep breath. Exhale excitement. And tell me how you do it.
So, as he has watched everybody get hit, he's gone down, seen Haze and Sugar engulfed by this thing, and sees his little brother. They've been on their own for so long, and he looks around and sees everybody else and realizes they aren't anymore. So he first attack with the trident, and then the second attack. And then just desperately trying so hard, takes his shield and just shoves as hard as he can.
And you push. And the momentum causes it to topple. Bits and pieces crumbling as the thunder force set by Sugar breaks parts off. The right arm falls to the ground and dissolves away. It tries to clamber forward. Its left leg gives. It buckles. It tries to let out a scream, but only literally an abyss sputters out as literal stars seem to float and drift out. Sugar comes flying out, rolling on the ground after having suffocated for so long. It takes its left hand and tries to reach, its hand dissolving. Its body drops to the ground, dispersing, leaving only Haze unconscious there. The moon shakes. The ground becomes unstable. And it crumbles beneath you. Sugar?
I was just wondering, while I was in there, could I have felt around for Haze? Like,
You
they
were
within
restrained,
reach?
so you couldn't have
Okay.
moved.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, if I could have found them, I would have dimension doored us out of there.
You fall in this abyss underneath the moon, unable to see anything. Even those with vision through the dark cannot pierce this. And then suddenly a pulsing blue light is seen upon this stone door. This door revealing something akin to a tree outline, as it seems to pulse with the rhythm of the heart. The moon quaking at that same level. And you see the door is slightly ajar. As creatures start to clamber out. Creatures you've seen across the land, this blackened mist seeming to consume this door. And you can see those that are conscious. A creature much like the one you faced at the door. And you look beyond and you see dozens of them marching their way at this door. They are breaking through. What do you do?
I'm still a big ass dragon turtle.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to shut the door and just use my body to just hold it as best I can.
And you're able to hold the door, but it's not able to close. The momentum doesn't seem enough. Those that are still conscious can see on the other side of the door a handle glowing with the same light of the door. Jim?
Seeing that, Jim is going to, let's see, Athena and Sugar are still up, correct?
I think only Lockfrey and Haze are the two that are unconscious.
Is going to look at both of them. Take care of him. He's gonna run through the door and pull it shut if I can.
The door easily starts to close as Adrian, in your form, though as large as you are, you can see, you know, the form of your brother runs through the opening in the doorway. As Jim feels the darkness literally consuming, blades piercing the body. Yes, Jim?
Before the door shuts, I'm gonna look at Adrian.
I've dropped back down to my normal form at this point.
And I'm gonna reach, grabbing his hands. I love you. Be brave for me.
Love you too.
Let go. Pull the door shut.
As the door closes, and you see the light fade from it as black lines inscribed across the door make the tree radiate before a shimmering light causes it to disappear. You see as light radiates around you, as you see around your friends, including Terrence, on the ground. The moon shakes as debris starts to collapse, and a familiar individual, blackened skin and freckles of the night sky, rushes forward, grabbing Terrence, gets close to each of you, takes his blade and draws a circle in the ground, and each of you find yourself back on the ground, where you left to go to the moon. Though it's different. As you look up, you see the sky, the moon. Your friends have been restored enough to consciousness, though wounded. And this individual sits, looking in the distance, as you can see the sun rising over the horizon. The orange and yellows painting a sky, revealing a new day, a new dawn. And it is on this day that, although night has fallen, we have learned that nothing will prevent daybreak. And that is how we will end this session. And that is how we conclude this campaign.
Fuck you, Cori.
Special thank you to everyone who's watched so far. We're going to go around the room for everyone to get a chance to, one, say who they are, who they played, and if they'd like to give a moment of what their character's doing upon seeing the sun rise, and what will they do upon this new day. We will go over to Aethrgeist.
So, say the question again. What's Aethergeist doing?
You have a new day.
Right.
What is the next steps for Aethergeist after everything you've encountered?
I think the first thing she's gonna do is something that's not at all like herself, but considering everything that's just happened, I think maybe she's feeling a little bit not herself for a moment. It's gonna walk over to Adrian. This is like for the immediate, and whether Adrian's kind of sitting or standing or whatever, is just going to place a hand on Adrian's shoulder and say, he's up there now. Every daybreak. Thanks to him. Most people will never quite understand, but you will. Take pride in that. And she's just gonna turn and leave.
And with your departure, Aethrgeist, you get one more message. That chimera symbol appears once more, with only 3 words. We are watching. Lockfrey, the last minutes were a blur for you, but the memories start to flow. Despite being unconscious, you saw the events that happened. What is next for Lockfrey?
Lockfrey has been around for longer than most, and will continue to be around for quite a bit longer. And one of the unfortunate things with living so long, having to see those that you care about come and go, is the burden of time. And so Lockfrey is going to gather their new friends, sit with them, comfort them. When the day breaks, they will do what they have always done. They're going to pull out a small ball of yarn and begin knitting new friend Adrian a scarf.
And as you do that, your eyes upon the yarn, you start to notice the way the stars align. An astro map of the planet with single locations illuminating, and all your knowledge has taught you. Those lights are marks on the land. More vaults will be opening. Sugar, what comes next for you?
Well, I think Sugar is just gonna be trying to keep everyone together as best she can, and trying to just like be good, trying to make sure everyone survives, going out and like using her magnificent mansion conduit to house and feed the homeless, and just with all the power she's gained, she's gonna use that to do as much good as she possibly can.
And as you focus on making a better, brighter tomorrow, all this incites memories that weren't yours, memories of being reforged as a Dalam. And you see individuals that seem familiar, all with a coat of arms of a lion, a goat, and a snake, experimenting. Haze, what comes next for you?
Oh, I think like kind of in the immediate, Haze goes and sits next to Adrian and just, it's like a knowing look. It's, an offer for like a hug or some compassion. And I think, are we like overlooking like water or is something? Because Haze is literally taking her phone out and like she's just completely smashing it and tossing it into whatever body of water can be had immediately. She never wants to see it again. And I think that she just kind of looks to Adrian and is like, I'm not Jim. I can't be Jim, but I cared a lot about Jim. I know that I didn't know him for very long, but I'd be more than happy to help you.
And at that, Adrian just grabs Haze and just loses it.
And
Sorry.
it all comes to a cold, airy breeze. The fresh smell of the forest, no longer masked by the smoke and flames, as the sun seems to shine a little brighter on this day. And you all will be living the new lives provided by this new day. Now we go around once more. And now we'll do the who you are, where people can find you. Carly.
Hello, I am Carly. You can catch me hopefully having less mental breakdowns here every other Wednesday on Nisus playing Kyceris Johnson. Yeah, I'm at Carlybug on everything without the A. Oh, I love you guys so much.
Isla.
Hi, I'm Isla. I'm really fucked up by this. I don't do emotions, they're icky. Usually you can catch me on Thursdays on Infinite RP. You know, it's on hiatus at the moment, but when it comes back, I'll be there. Playing a gunslinging elf lady. Yeah, I've been Aethrgeist. That's actually been an honor. It's been the wildest 4 episodes ever. So yeah.
Yeah, isn't that the truth? Beau.
Hello, everyone. My name is Beau. They, them pronouns. And you can find me all over the internet at Dorky Teacher, except for on Twitch, where it is just Dorky Teacher. And what else am I doing? On Monday, you can find me over on Media Flare's channel, where I have a D&D 5th edition game called It'll Be Easy. It is run using the Tailspire platform. And we are all playing ourselves. So I'm playing myself, having gained the powers of a druid, and it's really exciting and fun. And I swear I'm a lot more happy than I am right now in those games. And then on Wednesdays, you can find me over on Critical Misses for a game of Good Society, where we play Regency era folk in trying to go through the intrigues of Regency society, maybe find some love. It's a lovely, lovely game with lots and lots of drama. So I hope to see you there. Other than that, you can find me on my own Twitch channel. My Twitter has all of my stuff on it. You can find it. It's me.
And then Krimsin.
Hey y'all, I'm Crimson Galaxy. Krimsin is how you spell that. You can find me on the internet at Crimson_Galaxy_RPG, except on Twitter, where you can find me at sin_gal. Oh, and just for the record, because I think I've forgotten to do this in every single episode, my pronouns are they, them, she, and they. But yeah, I've been playing Sugar Diamond, and it was really... This has been an amazing experience, and I feel like I want to cry right now, and it's hard to think. So yeah, this coming Wednesday, I'm going to be starting up on a 12 episode series on the channel Valandrianth. And that's going to be Isekai Academy. It's going to be another anime based, but this one's actually 5e adventure, and it should be a good time. Thanks.
And Steph.
You're muted, darling.
I know. I clicked the search button on my search bar instead of the unmute button. It's just a mess. I'm Steph. She, her pronouns. I had the absolute honor of playing Haze Hayley. You can find me on the internet in general, but at Plain Ethereal and like on Twitter and stuff. And I'm on the Practical Heroes Network. I play Mira on the Immortals and Lux on Radio T&D. Yes, I don't think I need anything else, right? Like, what else to
No.
say?
And then Cori.
Hug.
Hi, I'm Cori. I use she, they pronouns. You can find me at Twitter, lovedays_, that's LOV. You can catch me here every other Wednesday with Carly, playing Helene Van Rees in Nicest Contention, where there's usually emotions. Because I have never known how to make a happy character.
I make it worse.
Yeah.
Name one hero who was happy.
I was James Calacatta, Maliadite Vanguard. It has been an absolute pleasure to play with all of you. And it was always going to be Jem. It had to be Jem.
And I have been the storyteller, J Casual. You can find me on all social media at Just2Casual, as well as the Initiative Order from time to time, attempting my best to weave a tale worth, well, the players that provide me the characters to weave such an adventure. And as the sun rises, the companion that saved the party only says a whisper, just enough to be heard. That's a stubborn one he is. Think we can get him. Meanwhile, in the darkness, Jim fights dozens of creatures, one after another, as wounds start to give. The arm stops working, holding the shield. The leg becomes weak, unable to move. An individual runs up, gauntlets ready to defend. And in a flash of light, the enemies around are dispersed. And you look and see this man, hard to see in full detail. Also darkened skin like the night stars sparkling on their face. However, skin made of blackened marble. Before Jim loses consciousness, you look into their eyes, a horizon of stars. You're not supposed to be here. Let's find a way to get you home. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being a part of this journey. Remember, just because sometimes night will fall, the sun will always rise the next day. And if you find yourself stumbling through the night, just know light will be there to guide you. With much love, I appreciate everyone for letting me tell this story of deep breath and anime adventure, where magic meets technology, where you get to tell tales much like that of anime, manga, JRPGs, in ways you could not expect. But above all else, stay casual.